we're gonna attempt to stream our game tonight, but first we're gonna test to see that we got players and DM voice on the channel.
Testing. Testing.
Mic check. Hello.
Sibilant.
Oh, we're getting
I
an
hear player,
echo.
and I hear Drake.
Well, I'm getting an echo, but that might be because I had my volume on. I don't know, but I turned my volume off. So if anyone else is listening to the channel and has echoes, let me know. Except for the camel. Camel. We're on session 41 of. That's a mad ass Campbell. Wow. He's still going? Somebody grabbed that camel by the.
There's little boys in Saudi Arabia that are making them camels race, and they're just pissed about it.
Maybe it's the six hump camel. Six hump camel. Well, I have this button though. I can shoot the camel. Stop all. So session 41 today is January 17th, 2023, and right now we're supposedly down one player. Oh, it's true. We're down one player. Shrinster is getting on right now. He's logged into Discord. His wife aggro is over, and he'll be here momentarily on camera. But I think we're good.
His dog always loves him, though.
Okay, that is correct.
You can always
Dog
count on the
does
dog.
love me.
Well, you know what they say is if you put your wife and your dog in the trunk of your car for 4 hours and you come back and open it up, who's always going to be happy to see you?
I like that. It's good. Had to remember that.
All right, so last week you guys should be really familiar with leveling up, right? Because you had to do it like twice or something. I don't know. We crashed, but
Yeah.
Yep.
let's see who's gonna run. Robin, Robin 1XP. All right, I like it. Robin IXP, Robin slash XP, Robin.
Maybe Robin wants to run his character.
You want to play
She's
S?
got nothing else better to do.
S.
Robin, do you want to play S?
It's not like she's a mother and wife of
Yeah, you don't have anything to do.
a bunch of kids
Yeah,
running around being
Bunch of
crazy.
kids.
or a campaign that she's trying to plan.
By the way, bunch of kids that are bilingual, because one of them figured out the Deutsch that I put in my stream title last Thursday.
Nice.
Deutsch.
Hi, she
Because
says she
he's
can, but not for another 30 minutes. Yeah, he's a what the hell is he? He's a Yuan-Ti. Um, doesn't back down from nothing, and he's in the middle of shedding skin, I think.
He's mostly done with that.
Oh, he's mostly done with that. So
One of the monsters took the last piece off of its back the other night.
It seems like
I,
it's constant though.
I remember a little bit of German from my 2 years in Germany. Ein Bier bitte. Wo ist das Bahnhof bitte? Basically, can I have one beer, please? And where's the train station? You know.
Donde
Only
está la
one?
biblioteca?
Well, you only order one at a time generally. If you want to,
Depending on
you can
how
say zwei or drei or vier, fünf or six or sieben.
depending on how busy they are, you might want to order two at a time.
It's Germany. They're like this big. It's like a half gallon.
yeah. Plus, the more often you order them, the more times that gal comes over in her lederhosen.
In my lederhosen.
Except sometimes it's her brother.
So Valtrex, did you get anything cool at 7? As a druid?
I got 4th level spells, so I can cast Blight now, which will be fun.
Was that y'all's D20 rolls I see there? So Svenster, you just gotta beat a 3.
I already did. I got a 16.
It's Marbanya.
Or Marbania, sorry.
Oh,
I've never
You
played a
might
fighter, so
you might get stuck with oh yeah, Dalgron, you get to play a fighter. You get to play the front row and the back row all in the same night. I think I released him, didn't I?
yeah.
But you may get a relief pitcher coming in here in a little bit if Robin gets some free time.
I hope so.
Well, let me make
Weird.
sure.
Why don't
How come
have Simon?
I can't select him? Oh, there it goes. It opened.
because Drake's table's being a whiny bitch tonight.
Is
His
it?
Discord, no, your computer, your Discord, it wouldn't let us talk. It
Yeah,
was,
some
yeah,
permissions got whacked.
yeah. We had to quit and come back. We were on strike for Scheisse. David Hasselhoff. Scheisse Hasselhoff.
Germans love David Hasselhoff.
Let me see if I can set her a permission. Uh, maybe. All right, we'll find out. All right, so let's play some D&D. You guys, last we left off, we were in the armory where you guys had discovered several kind of cool magical items, especially the hat
We're in
that
the armory now.
that Morkel got. We like it.
It-
It looks
It's a
really
pretty
good on
great
his
hat.
character. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
great on his character. It does. See. And it raises your intelligence from an 8 to a 12.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean that's impressive. Did you gain a language by donning the hat? Now you speak German or something?
Just Hasselhoff. That's all. The only
Just
word I know.
oh, you haven't learned it yet. You still have a blank slot. Not sure. And there was some bugbears, and you guys killed them. And there was a training. If you guys, is it? Oh, let me unlock your tokens so you can move about the cabin freely. Sorry. Can you? There you guys go. That was the. I remember we're on a new map, so all my paint images that I spent so much time hunting and searching for, they all went poof. But this is a new map, so there's some stuff. But you guys need to go this way. And see, even my pointer's the wrong color.
Drake, do you know if I need to do anything besides have the word evasion on my character? I've never had a high level rogue for when like explosions happen. I either if I fail I take half, and if I save I don't take any.
Well, I think, yeah, I mean, I think it's got to be
Yeah, you have to do
proper,
it every
though.
time. There's
There's no
I
other
don't think
coding in it.
there's I don't think there's coding that you just leave on all the time for evasion. I remember always having to say evade and then have to click something.
Because there's no coding.
Huh.
Let me see if Rob's has something I missed.
Or maybe something got
All right.
turned off. Like a module got reset and turned off. That would be under,
5 Let me drop it again. Nope. It's the same thing. It just has this what I have already or what I put on there.
that's
Okay.
evasion is a class, right?
It is a class feature, yes.
And do I have class module loaded? I don't see it loaded. That's the issue.
Yeah, I have it. I'm looking at the 5e effects coding class features, but that's exactly
Oh.
what I put down there. Just says the word evasion. Self. There's no coding.
Yeah, you're just it's what is it? Your advantage to.
I don't know if that's hard coded or not.
All right, well, we'll find out.
Here, I'll drop a fireball on you. Let's see.
Well, evasion is. Is it all caps, Sven?
No.
No.
I want to check something though on my modules. Modules.
I think that's one that you choose when to use it. Not every
Yeah.
time. It's because it says
Yeah.
you can nimbly dodge.
Well,
And then you take half damage
When would you
or
ever
no
not?
damage.
I
That's
choose
a
to
good
go
question.
ahead and take this fireball in the face. No, I mean I would always use it.
Yeah, it doesn't take your reaction, does it?
No.
oh. Yeah.
But
Here.
is it once per turn?
Nope. It's right there in chat.
Hell, Sven, you make me sit up and read.
Just trying to show off your cool mustache.
Yeah, that's.
I'm working on it, man. I'm working on
I
it.
think that is.
I quit fighting it.
I think that is when you.
Doesn't say
Oh.
shit about it. You just use it all day and all night.
Markel, do you have a area of effect spell that requires a deck save?
Do I? Hold on.
Or Dalgron?
What
I
was the
got a.
question?
I got a
Do
red
you have a
wizard
deck
that can throw
save area of
fireball.
effect spell?
A deck save area of effect spell? No.
What?
Not that I know of.
Not one that does damage, I don't.
There you go. Where you at? Right there.
Okay. So it says evasion. So go
It
ahead and
says
roll damage.
failure. Okay.
Well, there's a monk evasion coding. It looks like the same thing.
No,
Yeah,
there is a
they have.
code. It just says evasion, but I think it's hard
Ro-
coded like that. I think
You're
that
gonna
works.
take all that damage. You gotta.
It's fine.
No. Failure.
Alright,
You took half.
cool.
It worked.
Perfect.
Yeah, the rogue. I see rogue evasion coding.
Nice. All right.
Why does it say sell? What is that? I don't know.
Probably because it's from a scroll he was going to sell. Maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he's got a
No.
section in his inventory for. Yeah. Oh. Hi, Robin.
Hello. Hi.
Hey.
I
I'm
guess
Yay!
you have permissions.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm stuffing my face right now.
I just got better.
I just released him.
Thank you.
I got me some brats coming here shortly.
The grandkids coming over?
I still don't see a character in the character selection.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
need
go
to
see them
release it.
brats on
Hold
Sunday.
on, let me release
Yeah, you
it.
got to clear the owner.
So my granddaughter never played basketball before, and her friends were playing basketball. She says, "I want to play basketball." I'm afraid I'm not gonna know how to. Then the day she was supposed to play, she freaked out. She's like, I can't do this. I can't do this. So she got out there, and she ended up getting the sticky glue award as big bottle of glue for the most offensive player. She stole the ball. I don't know how many times.
Nice.
Sticky.
How old is she?
9.
Good for her.
Well,
Nice.
everybody, welcome Robin to the table. She's going to be playing
Woohoo.
Matakiri's character S, at least until she
Yay.
gets house aggro.
Just kidding. Hello. Thanks for letting me join.
Now everybody's happy you're here.
Yes, very much
Yeah.
so.
Aw.
Especially the guy that's
Yeah.
having to play 2 characters.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
And I've
He
never
has a
played a
light.
fighter.
He has a lightsaber, and he just goes and hacks things.
I can do this. I just swing my sword at things.
pretty
Easy
much,
game.
and trip things once in a while to get extra damage. Since he's
Got it.
one of
Oh,
them
he's
kind
a
of
battle
fighters.
matcher. That's right. He just grabbed another
Oh
battle
god.
matcher thing.
With all the maneuvers. Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah, decisions. I know.
I can do this. I can do this.
Just get a
And they're
D4 and just roll a D4. That's what you're gonna do. That one of those. You don't have
Oh,
to
At
okay.
least it's not a spellcaster.
It's
You'll be
random.
all right.
Hey, I actually pretty much exclusively play spellcasters, but martials to me feel like so foreign. I can't wrap my head around it. But I'm trying. I'm trying to get better.
Well, he's got everything available too, because we just had a long rest.
If you're
Nice.
trying to wrap your head around something, playing a snake type character is perfect. You'll have it by the end of this session.
I got it. Okay. I can do this.
So I changed a few things on the monitor wise, and I ran a thing on OBS to optimize my stuff, and it highly suggested that I should be running at 1080 or whatever to the stream. So it might be a little clearer out there since I'm broadcasting at a better.
If you got the bandwidth,
Well, I do. Remember I got the 1 gig uh, upload and like 50 download, or uh, 1 gig download and 50 upload.
yeah, dude, your shit's pretty clear, man. That's
But last week
it's
my
your
whole
shit's as clear as a fresh sample in a colonics bag.
oh, it's muddy.
No, it looks good.
And I don't know if somebody donate a cheer bit or something, make a sound happen, because the alerts I've been messing with and I can't test them.
Where in the hell? I got my chat popped out and I can't find nothing.
My Cheerbits alerts were broken yesterday too. All of it's, do you use Stream Elements?
Oh no, well I have an account. I'm using Streamlabs still.
I have 0 bits.
I'm buying more bits right now, real
I
quick.
found
I think I have it set so you can do 1, and it would alert.
I forgot my PayPal password. Hang on.
It's remedies 4141. I don't know.
it's a hell of a way to make some cheer bits there, Drake.
It sounded like it worked. Nice.
Yeah.
Dang it. Sven beat me to it.
Thanks, guys. $2. Thanks for the $2.
I didn't hear any sound. I saw the minions, but
You didn't hear it?
No, I didn't hear it either.
Hmm. I heard it like loud.
I didn't hear it.
then whatever channel it's coming through, you need to be sending it to your OBS B1, B2, whatever it is that you're streaming.
I think my cable C and cable D need to get
Be
reinstalled.
reinstalled. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
tried to do it through Streamlabs with a browser source, but I don't think that's working. We could try one more time. Oh wait. Yeah, see, the browser thing is not right. Yeah, that's not right. I'm playing with OBS. What am I doing? We're supposed to be gaming. What the hell is going on here? All right, I'm getting out of here. I'm closing that. I'm doing
Rabbit
turning
hole.
that- Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm turning that off, and we're going down here and just roll initiative or something, bitches. Let's play D&D. Yeah, you guys are heading the right direction. You got to come this way. Oh, I probably should open the doors for you. Oh, it was open.
Did we open this door down here already?
This is a portal, if you guys remember.
Oh, that's
or
right.
A gate. It's
Yep.
a gate that leads to. It leads down to level 6, but you guys aren't high enough level to use it yet. You have to be 9th level or higher. But you're getting there. This was
Is that
the
failure? Is that failure tag on Oreg some kind of commentary, Drake?
He just needs to pass. He's got to pass the turn for. That's where I attacked him earlier for being a little shit like he is.
Oh. Failure.
I don't want to fall into a pit trap, so I'm gonna stop right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that room's safe.
This drift globe
Yeah.
is yours too, by the way.
Oh God, mine.
Yeah.
I swear every
Yeah.
time I fill in a Drake game that I'm not a player in, it's always here's all these millions of things for you to do. I'm kidding. It's fine.
Let's see,
I was like, you guys want to be in charge of a drift globe? Here it is. It stays
Which
30 feet from you.
I don't remember which way we have been, Drake, from here.
You guys have not been to the south.
Yeah, we came from the north.
Yeah, you guys have been up there if you want to open up your line of sight or whatever. Actually, that you haven't been that way yet. Don't go that way, Robert.
Well, there's no
You go to
entry
the,
here.
you go to the left. No entry where? The way you need to go is to the south. You guys
Yeah,
are.
this way.
Oh, do we see any sign of where what's his name went?
Oh yeah. Hallett. Where'd he go?
You don't know.
Yeah.
Little bastard snuck off on us.
He's killing his vengeance of dragging you guys the way you're supposed to be going. I could just re-drag you to the map. Be done with it. Yeah, you gotta go down this way. There's a door down here. Is the line of sight broken or something? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the door. I'm getting used to this this map still.
Yeah, the way the doors look and stuff.
Yeah,
But
it's a little
if
harder
you
to see the doors.
yeah, all right. We need to lock the tokens because as soon as you guys step there.
Oh, well, wait a minute. I'd be behind us. Wait.
Yeah. Oh, that's why the tokens are locked.
I was way back too.
We've got an encounter. Let me give you guys that. Well, isn't that coincidental for Marley that he gets to go first? Marley, you hear some kind of like
Tap
I don't
dancing.
know. Give me a perception check.
Oh.
No, it sounds like a ballista cocking.
From which direction does it come?
This direction.
Hmm. Marley runs this way and takes the dodge action. Do I see a ballista?
Not yet. You sounds like it's pretty far down the hallway.
Something down here. Everybody take cover.
Well, what the heck are you doing?
I should be dancing.
Sorry, it was his turn.
Yeah, it was my turn. There we go. I'm trying this new move that.
Okay. S will do the same thing. Go towards the source of the sound and dodge. How far can I move? Hang on. Sorry. New character. Who this? 30 feet. Okay. I'll move there and then I'll take the dodge action. I did it. Okay.
Dalgron. Ooh, I just saw a flicker on my monitor, but just like a little beep.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what that means.
Well, Dahlgren's gonna say, "Did you say take cover?" And then run up and hide behind Morcal. And I had to dash to get there since I'm short. Shit, Hallis is following me.
He's supposed to be hidden. What the hell?
Yeah, I can see him too.
He's scared, Dahlgren.
Stupid thing. I forgot he was hidden and I unhid the ballistas that are down the hall. That particularly have an exact long range of the complete hallway. As this one fires a bolt at Marley. As you see a fire bolt come flying down the hallway at you. Good thing you're dodging. Makes it fumble. Like goes right between your legs, like skitters down the hallway and smashes up against the wall behind Morkel. Ashes fly out.
Does it bounce and hit Dalgren?
No, but he pees a little.
Yeah, Dahlgren threw up his shield. Ah!
Ah, he's the bravest dwarf I know.
All right, so I pause for a moment and wrap these shadows around myself. Things get a little darker. And I'm going to, all right, so that's an action. So I'm then going to use my cunning action to be cunning and
Cunning.
hide. Didn't roll. Oh, no. Try it again. There it is. And then I'm going to use my normal action to move. And I can only move half my speed while I'm hidden. So there we go.
Before Morkel pops out, he's like, "Yeah, I'm not doing any of this." He's gonna activate his spores, give himself some temporary hit points.
28 temporary hit points. That's
Right.
like wild shaping. Pretty close.
Well, he uses my wild shape, and then he like sticks to the wall as he's coming around the corner and just kind of skitters along, pressing flat up against the wall, hoping the ballista doesn't notice him.
Well, the second one that's down there is going to take a shot at S.
Oh
'Cause they
no,
don't
not
care.
me.
It doesn't care. It's like twang. Wait, why did it have?
It can't hit you anyway.
Wait, is he dodging or something? Why
I
did it
am
have...
dodging. Yes.
Oh, there you go. So another one goes by you guys as you dodge it. And top of round 2 is Marley.
Still can't see anything, so I'll move another 30 feet down. And I'll take the dodge action again because I still don't see squat.
What is your light source? Blind?
Dark side. Dark vision 60.
Oh, it seems like you should be
Can
seeing
I?
further than you are, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah,
That's right.
that's pretty dang close. Go
How
ahead.
far are these things that are this thing or things that are shooting at us. Can I see it?
No, they sound like they're way down the hallway.
Oh,
But wait a
lovely.
second, they're shooting fiery balls, right? Should we not
Fairy
be?
balls of
I
fire?
mean,
Yeah, it is fire. Yeah, you can see where they're coming from all the way down the end of the hallway.
Okay.
Here, let me throw a little tiny tiny light on down there. Hold on, let's see. No, not that button. This button. Like, oh,
I guess it could look like a big lighter at a distance and then get bigger very quickly.
Okay.
Wondered
that
why the
work?
fire was getting bigger and then it hit you.
Yeah, that fire's getting bigger and bigger, bigger.
All right. I'm going to use my
What?
bonus action to light up my sunblade. That's a bonus action. I'm going to use my action to dash. I feel like this is really stupid, but I'm going to do it. So we can go
There you
60
go.
feet. If I dash. And I have
You
my
throw your
sunblade
blade.
out now. Oh, I already
Throw.
used my action to dash.
I'm lying. You can't.
Oh,
throw
okay.
it. It'll disappear if you throw it. It'll just get hit with the hilt.
Okay. And I can see the end. Oh, they're like, okay. They're ballista. Got it. I knew that. You probably said that, but I was eating dinner, so sorry. I think that's all I can do. That's it. That's all I've got. I'm charging down the hall with my sunblade up, like
Well, it's like that Mighty Python skit where he's like ah,
Yes,
and
exactly.
then he's like ah again,
Yes.
because that's how long this hallway is.
Hey. So I forget the mechanics. I don't know that we've really had a lot of discussions about this. What am I allowed to just maintain the stealth roll I already had, or do I have to use my action to hide every turn? How does it work as far as moving in
If you
stealth?
move, then yeah, you would have to re-roll your stealth. But if you're like around the corner and you're hidden and there's no need for you to re-roll, then I would maintain it.
Okay, so I'm going to move.
But however, just to point out that these things have blind sight 120, so it doesn't matter what you do.
Okay, well he wouldn't know that. He's
I
gonna move
know,
up
but
his move action, his action, and then I'm going to use my cunning action to hide.
you're like flat against the wall. You're like, and here comes the drift globe floating up behind S, right in front of you. It's like blinds you.
What's the fighter thing called where they get an extra action? Sorry.
Yeah,
Action
somewhere.
surge.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was trying to find it on his sheet.
I'd say about there. Dagron's coming
Action surge.
around the corner.
Yeah, still staying behind Morkel though, with his shield up.
Sorry, he gets stuck.
Eh, and he's going to. Let me see. What do I got? I think I took that spell away. I sure did. Yeah, that'll be the end of his turn there. He had to dash to get there.
Yeah, I like the strategy that everyone else is doing. I'm going to copy it. So I'm going to run forward 30 feet and take the dodge action. Because I don't want to get hit by a ballista.
Well, I think it would make sense that this gets shot at S, which I have targeted anyways. Twang! Oh, S isn't dodging. Bounces off of him anyway. It doesn't even come close to it.
Oh, was the dodge not set up to be 1 round only? Is it still on me? No.
she's
Oh,
there's
no,
no dodge.
not dodging.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Roger that.
Not. I said not.
Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger.
Roger. Yeah, why
Over.
not? Let's take a shot at Marley again. Twang! Another fumble. Like goes right through his legs. Skitters underneath Morkel, who's stuck to the wall. Flies around the corner and slams right into the Haleth's face. Kills a name. Killing. No, I'm kidding. What kind was that? Popcorn?
Good job. Got it in one. Buttered
I can
popcorn, jelly
I can
beans.
name that jelly bean in one picture.
They're so weird because they taste exactly like buttered popcorn, but the consistency is so different than popcorn that it's like, what is going on in my mouth?
Well, you got a whole bag of the same flavor? Wow.
No, he just picked them out. Look at that. That's his own bag, and he picked them out of somebody's.
Picked all the
We have
boogers
a
out.
grocery store that sells them in bulk.
What
Oh,
happened?
have you seen the
Oh, I
vomit
missed.
flavored and
All right.
stuff like that? Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh, this one's shooting at S again. Twang! Oh, this time S gets critted.
oh, with the ballista.
Doesn't somebody in the party have something to stop a crit? Is that this table? I'm just throwing that out because this is gonna hurt. It's a ballista
Nope.
bolt.
I got nothing.
No, you're probably thinking of Mog wearing
No, actually,
adamantine armor.
it's Matakuri's other character, Juku,
From
that can do it.
Yeah.
Chult.
S has his chest that can stop a crit.
Well, there's the damage.
Is that sarcasm?
48 points of damage.
Ow.
Yeah,
I mean, everyone's chest can stop a crit. Let's be honest.
as
It's a
S
neat
is
trick, but I can only do it once.
That's what
Morkel.
Houdini said.
It depends on how many hit points you have.
A couple of S's scales fly back in your face, Morkel.
That's
All
so
right.
rude.
I
But
don't
you
like
move
that.
up.
I'm gonna keep moving forward, but continue to dodge, because that's scary.
His eyeballs are low in his skull as he's crawling around.
Especially scary if we don't have a cleric.
Oh, I should be more careful. I'm like half dead.
After Dahlgren seeing S get hit, he kind of stalls for a second, thinks about it, and then he does move up a little bit, but he's not going to dash this time, so he can take the dodge action, just in case.
I mean, when this thing hit S, it must have just shattered, like, into a shower of sparks and ash.
That's rude. I imagine he would say.
Were you done, Dahlgren?
Yeah, I was looking for the dodge spec.
Oh, the dude. I think that should be on the list, right? Should
Oddly,
be
it's
on the.
not.
Yeah, it should be on the left over here. The dodge. It gets used so much.
It is.
No, it's not. Grappled, divisible,
Yeah, it's not
prone,
there.
It's
stab.
under my standard actions.
I know. I need to add those.
Urak.
It was 320. I thought it was I thought it was a lot less than that. Okay.
Now remember, if you're going to be targeting them down there, you're going to have disadvantage because you're,
Yep.
in essence, targeting a blind, because you can't see them. Every now and then they'll fire and you can see where they're at, but then they go out, right? So if you want to ready an action to when they fire, I'll take the disadvantage away. You know, because they light up for a second, and you.
Right.
Got it.
So
But until you can
because I
actually
was
see them,
outside their blind sense when I started my turn, does this count as being hidden?
well, maybe
Okay.
your character doesn't know. But yeah, I
Oops,
get
wrong
your
button.
point.
Try it again. That should have been this. still a miss. Okay. Pull back the bow.
Shoot down into the darkness. I know they're down there. You can't miss them. They're ballistas. S. Like,
Um. Oh, you guys just rested, right? Okay. Shoot.
yeah, they just leveled up.
I mean, these things can't be very effective at point blank range, right? I'm gonna dash and probably regret this.
Can break wind.
I can, but he can only do it once, which sounds lame.
Oh, 48 points is pretty harsh.
Well, I imagine like they can't turn much, so maybe the top one can't actually hit me from this close because it can't like angle its trajectory towards me. That's what I'm hoping for. So I am like halfway dying already. Maybe I should second wind. It's only 1d10 plus your fighter level. Okay. Is it an action or a bonus
When
action?
S gets up
Bonus.
here a little bit and gets a look at them, these things have like legs on them, like
Oh
and the
god
legs
dang
they're like
it.
little legs. They're like they can move around. They actually have a walking speed of 30 feet, so they're pretty nimble.
Okay, well, now that S sees that, he will relate this information quickly, like a pre-action. They can move or something, to the party behind him. And yeah, he's gonna go ahead and touch himself and make himself feel better. And
Oh,
second wind.
Wait, what?
where's
He's
Tabitha?
never done that before.
And
Is now really the
Freaky.
time?
sorry, friends. That will be it for him.
Oh, well, this ballista is not going to target all the way down the hallway anymore. When he's got an ample target right here in the front. Twang! Goes whizzing over S's head. Marley,
Hmm.
you feel fortunate that S is taking the shots.
Hey, I ain't no fortunate one. I'm gonna run forward
Nice.
and once again take the dodge action because that just seems the sensible thing to do.
Too bad you can't somehow get
You know what
a
I
dodge
can
as a
do
bonus
though?
action. That would be nice.
I can as a bonus action do this if you'll let me retcon that.
Well,
And
do
bonus action
what?
healing word to S.
Yeah.
Wait
I
a
was
second, is
just.
he within?
Oh, thank you.
I don't think
Yes,
so.
he is with.
Is he close
Yeah, he's
enough?
with. Yep, 50.
50. Yeah, that's what I was thinking you were going to do anyways.
Not bad.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Okay,
so
thank you for that, Drake.
Horag's moving up, doing the do waddle weedle, running up to these things. This one's well rounded. The other one's out of shape. So they're both like been eating Twinkies this whole time. They're like 21 hits for 6 points of damage.
All right, first blood. All right, yeah, S, you got the rest.
Yes.
Weakening them
Oh,
for you.
Some sparklies and it makes a little whiny noise, but it's continuing to recock.
Yeah, I'll
Phrasing.
get to there.
Is
And
that a real word? Can you use that in Scrabble? Recock?
I don't think so.
I tell you what, I am gonna once again do what's worked so far.
Oh, it is a real word. And in the
And
Scrabble dictionary.
bonus action, find bonus action, find the spell. And that's me done. Oh, some lag.
was a little laggy there for a second.
That's some laggishness.
Well, I think I'll take another shot at ass with this crossbow. Twang! Another miss.
Suck it.
Dalgron.
Well, Dahlgren's
Rolling.
going to move forward another 25. See if he can reach S yet. No, he's still outside of healing word.
I also can't see the
Um,
squares very well.
How many times have we told you not to take that extra piece of chicken?
It's my short legs. He's just going to take the dodge action again.
Well, you're putting that on S.
Yep.
Can I make it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Only if you're Laverne.
What squares are they in?
They are. What size creatures are they? Is the question. Are they medium? No, they're large. So they are probably in like something like that. Well, that doesn't help, does it? Are those squares? Yeah. Yeah. Like that.
Lovely. Okay. I'm reading an ability really quick. Sorry. Choose a
Oh, they have
friendly
disadvantage
creature
against you.
who can see or hear you. Oh, there's no range on this. Lovely. Okay.
So since you shifted them one square up, can she move? Can S move up one to where?
What,
That
to
way
be
he's in
hit?
melee to both, and they'll have
Lovely.
disadvantage. They'll have
Thanks.
disadvantage.
That's from like the Sentinel thing or something, right?
No,
I'm
that's
still reading all this
if
stuff.
Any
no,
any
that's
ranged
normal.
attack
Oh,
made in melee range has disadvantage.
is that just a thing always on? What is that from?
5e rules.
5e rules, yeah.
Because they're ranged. I'm dumb. Okay, moving on. I know how to play the game. I'm gonna attack this one, the bottom one, and I'm gonna use one of these fancy fighter combat maneuvers.
Ooh.
This one's called maneuvering attack. So when I hit it, I'm going to roll my extra die and do some extra damage to it. And then I can choose a friendly creature who can see or hear me, and they can use their reaction to move up to half their speed without provoking opportunity. We're not worried about that part. So one of my friends can also move half their speed if they
Well, I
want to
think
use
you
their
have to
reaction.
choose which friend.
Yes. I'm trying to decide. I mean, like, because I don't know the party very well. So sorry. So who
Well,
is like a melee character who needs to get into
the
melee?
the bugbear.
Org.
Okay,
Yeah,
then I will
Orig.
give it to Orig.
Or you can give it to Dalgron.
So if you want to
Yeah.
use your reaction,
So he
you
can
can
He
move
might
move.
get here
backwards.
before the battle's over.
Yeah, you can move however you want, up to half your speed.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna do my little attacky tack here on this thing. Let me mark that off. Okay, and then I have an effect. Easy.
Does it do more damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, there it is. Perfect.
If I hit.
This sure
We
you
believe
should
in you.
probably just roll the damage.
Aren't you
Roll.
inspired?
Oh, there
Nice!
you go.
We're
You
back
better
to
move.
rolling how I always roll.
You better back it up there, Org.
I knew all those 20s I got in the Friday game were a fluke. Like that would never happen again. There's nothing I can do. Do I have
So
extra attack?
so you fling your sunblade out of your hand and it hits Orig in the forehead.
No.
Does it stay lit the whole time?
It was a sunblade.
No.
No,
I
as soon
do.
as
I
you
have
leave her
extra
hand, it goes
attack.
away.
This is fine.
No, don't
Both
roll
of
any
us
damage,
have
but
the same attack that you fumbled. Oh.
suffer critical damage. I mean, you could have really. We're not using this chart. I'm using it for flavor.
Oh, okay. You
But
don't want me to roll the
that's what.
damage?
No, that's what came up. Yeah, you do
Okay.
have extra attack, so you can go
Okay.
again.
I will use my extra attack. Sorry. This is normal for me. That's fine. Sorry, Maticure, if you're watching this later.
He's he might be watching now. He's in Hawaii.
Just rolling how I always roll. It's fine.
All right,
What is
I'm
it
moving
in
up and
Hawaii right now? Like 3 in the afternoon? 2
It's
3:51?
it's
5
almost
hours?
1 o'clock.
yeah.
6 hours off from here, isn't it?
Is it
Why isn't he
6?
watching?
Because he
He
could
should be in
be
chat.
he could be in
No,
a
it's not that far off.
he could be in a luau or something, eating
It's
fried spam.
350,
We don't know what he's doing.
352 there, I think.
I think
Fried
it's 5
spam.
hours. That sounds right.
Yeah, 352, I believe, is his time.
He's taking a nap if he's smart. That's what I would be doing
252,
at
352
3:52 in
somewhere.
Hawaii.
Well, he's laying naked out on a beach somewhere.
Oh,
Didn't need that visual.
No, nobody needs to see that. That's why it's a private beach, man.
All right. So Morkel will kind of jump off the wall and move forward, peering out from behind Marley. And I'm going to try to decaying reach this ballista that S is attacking.
give it some spore love. Ah,
Nope. Nope.
Wow, lots of ones.
It's because
Yeah.
I'm on the table. Sorry.
And unlike S, I don't have multi attack, so
So
I'm just done.
you you think the ballista laughed at you? You- It's like
Yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
toxic.
so I'm gonna. So the ballista pulls out a little like hammer, right? It comes flying up out of the back. Twang! Starts swinging it. No, I'm kidding. It's gonna fire at disadvantage on S. Twang! Can't hit shit.
Nice.
Marley.
Marley is going to pull his short bow out now that he's up here. And no, he's not. Yes, he is. Because I don't think the other. Yeah. And he'll do that. Was a hit.
Whoa. Marley,
And
hit
then
something
Marley's
with
gonna
bow. Wow.
back up behind Morkel right there. Yeah. Perfect.
Auburn's going to try to run up again. 25. See where that gets him. See if we can reach him yet. He's still outside the circle. Damn it. And he's outside Sacred Flame too. So Dahlgren will take the dodge action again.
Oh, this one. So, if anyone in melee is within 5 feet of you and you're firing a ranged weapon, you have
Yes.
disadvantage? Yeah.
Yes.
I was just going to say, what if I was shooting at somebody not within 5 feet of me? Doesn't help.
Yep, still disadvantage.
Because you're like, nanner, nanner, nanner.
So I should have
Dash.
ran up there. Yeah. Didn't
That's
need the
what I
dodge
was
action
going
now.
for.
Well, he could shoot at you.
Yeah, but he would have disadvantage.
Yeah, but it still could shoot at you.
Right.
I'm fine.
Oh, disadvantage. Twang. Oh, see? It almost hit. See? That was close.
Almost.
What's
I
his
say
armor
miss,
class? A
miss.
22?
Dahlgren didn't like that.
Double
That
miss.
would have
Almost
hit
only
Dahlgren
counts
probably.
in horseshoes and hand grenades.
No, nuclear weapons I give him too.
So as I've been moving up, seeing these things operate, are they mechanical? In other words, is a
They're fake
device
mechanical.
loading a bolt?
No,
are
it's
they-
magic.
Is the bolt magically appearing and then shooting?
Yeah, it's a magical fire bolt that's appearing. Like, what the hell was the kid's name in Dungeons and Dragon cartoon that had the bow? I don't know.
The Ranger. That
Yeah,
was
but
his
the
name,
kids
the
had
Ranger.
names.
Yeah, the Ranger.
There's
So
Tom.
I'm gonna move up
There's
here.
Tom. I don't
I
know.
have
There's
my
something.
basic whip. I'm gonna drop my bow, pull out my basic whip, and I'm going to
Whip it real
hold
good.
my action and see if if I can get this to work. As soon as the bolt appears, I want to try to grab it with my whip and pull it out.
So disarm it, basically.
So you can attempt to grapple the target. Make an attack with the whip. On a successful hit, instead of dealing damage, you attempt to grapple. So that is my intent.
Now, just to clarify, that you're going to take your whip and grab this bolt of fire with it, right?
Yes.
There he is. Potion of Greater Healing for
Yes.
S by Manicuri,
Nice.
not cheater in the chat, by the way.
That's right.
That's an official, real purchase.
Nice. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
by the
gonna
way,
find that.
Sven, I gave you
Greater
your
healing.
your what did you buy the other day for Robin?
A magic item.
A magical item. I
That
gave you
was
that
funny.
back. I gave you that back.
Okay. S will
Robin's playing
hit
your
this thing
character,
again.
so
Sorry. Okay.
did you? You might have to roll up something new art.
Yeah, probably because I roll like garbage.
Oh, it was almost a crit.
Almost. Not quite.
You get hit by a flaming ballista bolt for 48
Oh, I
points of
forgot to take
damage.
the effect off from last round because I never got to use it. Sorry.
Well, I'll give it to you. 3 points is not going to hurt nothing.
Okay. Well, thanks. Okay, and then extra
But
attack.
yeah, that's best practice is roll the hit first and then put the effects on because they
Correct.
linger
Yep.
if you don't.
You are correct. I did miss that one. What a shocker. Thanks, Manicure. That's it for me.
She needs to know what dice color she's supposed to have because
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's very important to the character that you have the right dice color.
Well, his
Yeah.
coat is red, so it should match his jacket.
I can do red. Poison. Oh, like a green? Like a neon green?
All right, so I should actually be here, but apparently Marley tripped me and pulled me back.
Oh, no, I was kidding, you man.
What was the roll for?
I was looking at the color of my dice.
there you go.
Oh. Nice.
It looks like a character from
Alright.
Ninja Turtles.
Like Shredder, kind of.
Kinda.
Sorry, I was playing with images.
It's all right. Okay, so Morkel will continue to move up, and yeah, let's try decaying reach again
Yeah,
because it worked so well last time.
Manicure's reminding you that he can skeeter poison out of his mouth.
Oh.
He's a spitting cobra.
Oh, I see that now. Wow.
I think it's a bonus action though.
Oh, but
Yeah,
it's
but
a
these are
ranged attack. I'm in melee.
in their
We,
ballista.
we are now, but
They don't care about poison.
Also
yeah,
true.
they are.
Can't really poison a construct.
You can't really paralyze them, frighten them, deafen them, charm them, or petrify them either. But this one can try to shoot at disadvantage. Eventually, it's going to work.
Morkel can throw termites on him.
Oh wait,
Yeah, except I ate
his-
them all
At his
already.
butt.
oh wait, it's bolt appears, Orag, and you have a ready to
All right,
action.
here we go. Dun-dun-dun.
Dun da da, Captain Chaos. Tom DeLuise. Dun, da, da.
12. Blocked by armor. Oh well, I tried. Does the
Well,
is it close enough to where it makes it like gives it a -2 or something?
uh, I'll give
Just
it
saying.
disadvantage. How's that?
Oh,
They
nice.
already have disadvantage.
I tried to click it twice. It worked.
Spin was buying it though. It's nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
like
See,
it.
I saved you. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Dalcron, top of round 5. Stupid ballista bolt.
All right. Dahlgren's going to move forward another 25 to there. And now he can hit that damn thing with some Sacred Flame. So let me clear my targets since he were healed.
Yeah, you probably don't want to hit S with Sacred Flame.
Right.
Not that I think
And
you could, because his armor class is so good, but... Oh, that would have...
god damn.
Oh, that's...
They're dexterous. Dexterous.
Not really. A 10?
And that's it.
They just have some
Good roll though.
good roll, yeah. Disadvantage. Twang. Freaking... More
I am
Cal.
serving my purpose.
All right. Morkel still gonna move up, but mostly I want a decaying reach still. All right. I'm actually gonna hit him.
Nice.
A little bit of damage. They're not undead, are they?
No.
Because if they were undead, they'd now have disadvantage against me.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That would help. Double
Well,
stack
they're
it.
not dead, so that sort of counts. All right, so I'll drop the whip. So I have dropped my whip and my short bow. Dalgon's probably tripping over the short bow now. And I'll stab. How about the tank? I just sigh. I will use my
It's because I'm on the table. Sorry.
cunning action to stand there.
Well, Marley trying to pick up pointers from Oreg using this new roguery stuff. Likes the way he's cunning like this. And Marley will come in and step in front of Dog. You can thank me later, everybody. And he'll take another shot with a short.
The only one that's hitting is the
Yeah.
bard. The bard.
Damn. Nice.
He's got a little sneak attack going on there. This out of shape ballista is still trying to shoot S right here,
Yeah, good luck with that.
right? Mhm.
You
Come on, S.
missed.
Chop it up.
All right. I'm gonna smack this one with my sunblade.
A
That's
hit.
better.
Not enough.
Great damage. One more gun.
Not enough.
Womp womp.
A swing and a miss. Well,
At the start of his turn, I'm gonna throw some spores at him.
it
Ah.
doesn't. It closes its eyes.
Yep.
That was good timing. Oh, that got like. That was
Oh,
like
I
the
forgot
one
to
in the
look
I
at
do that every
elevator
time
that.
he throws spores, man. You just now picking up on
No,
that.
that one like ran down my spine though. That part. It
Yeah, that
like,
was a
all
short.
in the left ear. Like, yeah. I was like, you better go home. Don't even Don't even get out of the car. Just turn around, go to the house. That's what happened. Horak,
All right, stabby, stabby. I'm going to
kill
hit
this
this
thing.
time.
There you go. Some sneak attack.
All
Gears
right,
and
so
springs and magical construction goes flying.
I have confirmed that I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to do my first attack, my first damage. That killed it, so I'll leave it. Oh, he was targeted. Okay, never mind. All right, so I
Yeah.
slam into this thing, the rapier, and break the string. And I'm going to move up to the other one.
Well, it saw its friend go down, and it's got like a 3 intelligence. So it doesn't want to die too. So it's going to defend itself and try to shoot at Orag with disadvantage. Missing. Morcal.
All right. I never use this because I always forget that I have it. This is one of the abilities that you gave us, Drake. I'm going to use my fungal smell ability as I release
Oh
a
no.
awful smell towards the ballista, and it has to make a Constitution save or grant advantage.
Did we? Oh, you got it coded.
Oh
It
yeah,
fails.
nice.
It's like, is it? It's not poison or anything, is it?
It's just there's
Attack the
the text that we
senses
came up
of
with.
the creatures near you.
That's each creature in a cube.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that'll
I
be all
can.
of us.
No. I can aim the cube. You know. Uh, sorry. Like
In a
that.
cube originating from you. Okay, not around you. Okay.
Yeah. So like that.
It was like Thunderwave.
Yep. Exactly.
That's kind of what we coded it like. I have
Uh,
disadvantage, so
That's baller, man.
I'm gonna try to click it twice next time. But yeah, that's pretty funny right there.
All right.
Is
I will
it
do the
like
same
a
thing.
shard or something? I mean,
So
it,
you have
you
advantage,
spew it out
yes.
of his mouth. Where does he come from?
yeah. I think. I mean, he just kind of emanates this smell. It's probably a little bit from his back end, more
The
than
spores
anything, though.
come out of his pores. The spores out of his pores.
But yeah, I like it. It rhymes, so it's better that way.
Extra attack. Got a dirty 22. Love a dirty 20.
Nice.
I love a dirty 20 till it misses, like on S.
Yes. At least I'm making some hits finally.
Right?
I'm
Nice.
doing
2
something.
hits.
All right.
Talgron.
Dahlgren is going to run towards this thing with a
Yes.
dash,
Join me, friends.
so he can get on the side of it, out of its sights, and hope it doesn't turn.
It just shot at Oreg, so
Yeah, it's like
it is facing you.
it's like
Oh, it did turn. Well, then he wouldn't
yeah,
run up there. No way, Dahlgren would run up there.
it's like this way. I'd say Talgron would run up to there.
Okay, yeah, he'll still hide behind those guys. I don't know, is that? I think that's still a dash to get there.
Of course it is, because you already passed your turn.
Yeah.
Pling. Not so good this time, but yeah, it's all
You're
right.
still hitting. That's more than me. Orag, come on. You got it. It's only got
Till the end of your next turn. Okay.
20 math points.
Nope, not enough.
No, jeez.
As it shoots me, and I try to duck out of the way. Weak stab at it.
All right. One more. What? Hey. Pew pew pew. That's decent.
Wow.
Where's this bard been the whole campaign?
Right.
Without sneak attack.
The combat
Aggro bard?
bard. He's been playing
Yeah.
a lute or something. We don't know.
I'm going to step up and try to whack this guy with my druid bonk stick.
Your druid bonk stick has to do 11 points of damage.
And I will activate Shillelagh as well.
No.
Oh, not enough. And I'm gonna assume it can't take an opportunity attack against me, and I'll back up behind us again.
Hmm. It
I'm just
laughs at
gonna
you
smack
again
it.
as an opportunity. Come on, you got to do 2 points of damage and we can.
Extra attack. Come on! Oh my god. This is lovely. I don't know why I play Dungeons
All
and
right,
Dragons.
Dalgron, run in there and just hit it with something.
It's a stupid
Have no
fucking game.
fear. Dahlgren will kill it.
You got this.
He pulls out this hammer that's like
Still has a price tag on it.
super
Right.
shiny, right? He keeps it all brass.
Never been used. Pristine or condition.
Mint in the
It's
wrapper.
got like the peel coat still on it.
You
I hit
made me
him.
take it out of the box.
He's like, you got to hit him right, just right. Tink! And he just taps it a little and he goes.
Max damage.
Nice.
You did it!
And when it does, it blows up and singes his beard. No, I'm kidding. All right, so you guys get the old little dance music.
Maticuri's celebrating that, Dalgren.
Nice.
Nice. So hopefully this will. They were protecting something really nice.
Yeah, so when it breaks, like it all crumbles down, and in the pile of stuff, Dalgron finds a saddle of the Cavalier in there.
So
just
useful.
What the hell
You're supposed to
is this?
ride the ballista.
Nice.
I hope you have a horse.
You get to lug this thing around until you can sell it.
I could wild shape into a bear, and you could ride me.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh,
If
that's
you-
oh.
Oh my god.
Or I could summon some dire wolves, and you could ride one of them.
So
Even better.
the saddle will you can't be dismounted against your will if you're conscious, and attack rolls made against the mount have disadvantage. So that would
Oh,
be
wow,
kind of
that's
cool
nice.
strapped onto the mount.
Yeah, with
It's
my
like you're-
gloves, I can't be unconscious because they keep waking me up.
Meow meow.
It's
Did
a
you-
nice item.
They're
for
gloves of
certain
lion. They're the lion
campaigns.
gloves.
We didn't show.
Yeah, I don't think Robin's seen those.
Rob, I thought of you when I made these gloves. Where's the
Oh
image of
boy.
smiling so hard it hurts a little?
They're my lion gloves. Rawr.
Ooh,
What
am
what did I
intrigued.
call them?
Sure they are. Yeah.
What was the name of the items?
Let me find it. Hold on. Inventory.
It can't be worse than the banana hammock of holding.
Hypnopompic gloves.
Oh, I'm sorry.
HIP?
Banana hammock of useful items.
Yes.
That's what we have in our child game.
Doesn't that just hold one useful item?
One would think.
HIPO? No. HIP.
HYPNOP.
Oh, HYPN. There it is.
Oh my god, they're adorable.
They're lions. Rawr.
I
Throw the
want these,
description
Jay.
in the description in for
In the chat.
in the chat for her.
Let me find it.
These are so cute.
They match his slippers too.
They're just like cats too.
Attempt to slap you awake. Oh my god, I love it so much.
Those are from Calipernus. Calipernus, whatever the name of the thing is.
Calpurnia?
Calpurnia.
Yeah. All right, so the next room.
Those
Do
are
you guys want to try
amazing.
to get a short rest, maybe right here? You guys need it?
Did
I
we
mean,
just
S is
rest?
only down a few points.
Yeah, I think we don't need a short rest, do we?
Yeah, we're good.
I mean, we're like 10 sessions without a rest at all earlier.
Yeah,
So
right.
I'm gonna pick up my whip and my short bow and come back
Oh,
and I
yeah.
want to listen at the door.
Yeah, you're as bad as my kids. Just like, oh, I don't need this anymore. Just drop it on the floor.
That's right.
I think all kids are like that.
It's all quiet on the storefront, door front.
Right, here we go. Big treasure. I have a good feeling.
Big treasure, no mimic. Big treasure, no mimic.
So in the middle of the room, there is a big stone pillar, and it has a ring of around the outside. You see copper spigots jutting out, like 3 feet off the floor. There's 6 of them around the thing, and carved into the walls around the room are um, reliefs of drunken dwarves in different poses. So, like, you know, army reunion.
Like the
One
drinking
hand
Kama
of
Sutra.
each dwarf protrudes out of the wall.
Get off me,
You
more
know,
kill.
like they're in different poses, but one of their hands and 3 of the hands grasp copper tankards.
Copper tanker.
Like a
Without
drinking
touching the
tankard.
pillar, can I look and see if there's anything in the copper tankards? Or are
Well,
they
no,
all empty?
the pillar in the middle
The-
has the 6 spigots. The dwarf reliefs around
Okay.
the outside, 3 of them are holding the tankards.
Oh, okay. I for some reason pictured them like holding them sticking out like the spigots. So, never mind.
So
Yeah,
can I draw anything out of spigot?
do you like turn one of the spigot knobs?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Take my
god,
cup out and hold it up there and turn it.
Train on the floor.
we're gonna get flooded in the
No, I'm
room.
gonna taste it. Maybe one of these dwarves wants to drink. They're holding their
Yeah.
mug
Should I-
out. See that?
Metacuri
So
says the pillar's a mimic.
Pillar mimic.
when you
Oh god.
when you turn one of the spigots, it makes like a gurgle noise, but nothing comes out.
Air in the pipes.
Maybe you have to pose like the dwarves are posing. He said they're
Marvelous
in different
strikes a pose.
positions.
Dalgren, you're a dwarf. Can't you figure this stuff out?
Atakiri wants to know, can you target the pillar?
Are
It's a mimic.
I'm gonna open
they
the other spigots.
Yeah,
are all of the
Dahlgren will
reliefs
check one out.
a different position, or are any of them like the same? It's like a memory game or something.
No, they're all different. Carved in the
They're
walls
all
are
different.
20. There's 20 dwarves in different poses. So, and just 3 of them. Well, all the
It's the
one hand
Dwarven
of
Kama
all of the
Sutra.
drawers protrude from the wall, but 3 of them have tankards stuck in them. Like
See?
a copper
And that's like in 3-dimensional space, the tankards being held out.
So the spigots
Yeah.
are on the wall or on the pillar?
Where are they stuck into the dwarves
The
at?
the spigots are on the pillar in the middle, like like all the way around it, and there's 20 reliefs carved into the walls of dwarves in different poses, and one of them all have their hand out. One of them's like this, another one's like this, the other one's like that, the other one's like this, the other one's like that, but 3 of them are holding a tankard.
So can we pour? Anybody got any ale or something?
I'm
Let me-
He's
opening up all the
looking.
spigots.
I
Do
have a
any of them
water
spew
skin.
anything?
Yeah, like when you're turning them, it's like you could. It sound they kind of sound a little dry. You're like and when you like turn like the 5th one, you hear and something comes squirting out of the freaking thing really fast, and it's like green and blobs of gook and boogers and slime come piling out.
Oh man.
I
As
wondered where I left that.
You guys don't have an alchemy jug?
Yeah, yeah, but we always use it for mayonnaise.
But you can make beer in it, can't you?
Yeah, but what would we do without mayonnaise?
I mean, we could put mayonnaise in the tankard, I
No,
guess.
we don't. I don't think
It's a
we
fair
have an
question.
alchemy jug.
oh, wait a second.
I'm looking
Huh.
to see if I've got. No, again, that was Mog that had the something that produced beer or something. Not
I've got
this
some
guy.
brewer's supplies. Well, they're in the
I've got
house.
nothing.
They're left in the
A
house.
water skin. That's all I got. I mean, I have potions.
I got soap.
I have an oil of
Mm.
slipperiness. We can just dump that in.
That's made from mayonnaise.
I've got some moldy were-rat cheese.
Well,
So
while
that's
you
for
guys
catching
are
rats and eating them.
doing the inventory look, I'm gonna have you guys also roll this.
Oh boy.
I got dirty,
It's a
stinky
mimic.
skid mark boxers.
Ew.
Yeah, they're in my inventory. I might have seen them before and forgot about them. I don't know. Somebody's
Oh,
been
they've been in there a
playing tricks on.
while.
No,
Yeah.
why am I first?
It's like the sack of rotting potatoes on Rob's character that was in there for I don't know 4 sessions before you realized it.
I assume I can't see these things that have suddenly populated as hazards, or can
Yeah,
I?
there looks like this green stuff that's squirting out of the vat is forming
Lovely.
into some kind of creature.
Turn off the spigots.
What
It's a beer
is
weird.
there an image?
Oh, Rig.
Um,
Let's see.
does it look
No.
hostile to me? Like, would I know that this is something I'm intended to smash?
It looks like it might be acidic.
Gross.
We
Okay.
fought these before, didn't we? In the rare rat
Oh,
areas.
S is just having short-term memory recollection issues. So, new
God,
player to
S,
this.
it's like you're a different person tonight.
I'm sure I'll be feeling well again
Well,
soon.
Pull your head out of your
since you're
S.
top of the round and things are like, I think we should just take our break now and then come back and finish
There
it
we go.
and take our
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Roger that.
Yeah.
I smoke
So we're gonna
bratwurst.
get a 10-minute break going. I'm gonna start a timer here over here for 20 minutes. No, not that long. For a little over 10 minutes. And I'm going to put the slideshow on and a timer and the pretzel music, and then we'll be back. So if you're hanging out, just listen to some pretzel for a little while. or go get a drink or take the dog out or whatever. But come back in 10 minutes. So we'll see you in just a second. stopping the music, stopping the timer, and the players are showing back up, and Robin even got on camera for us. Yay!
I opted not to change out of my pajamas though, so don't judge me.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
Shit,
I'm
I'm wearing
still in
mine.
my
They look so
jammies.
comfy. That's what I wear too. T-shirt anyway.
I know
so it
I
doesn't
love
matter.
like flannel pajamas. I'm so basic. I don't care though.
I
It's
don't
how I
even
live
have
my life.
pajamas. No
It's the
Dude,
pajamas.
I
first
like
thing. First thing I do when I get home is put on pajamas.
yeah, I live in pajamas because I like work from home. I don't have like a job I have to go to.
I wish
Pajamas
I
all the
was a.
time.
I wish I could just wear scrubs to work. I would. I would just wear them.
Yes,
Then I would just wear scrubs at home too. I'd be like scrubs.
indeed.
All right. What do we got? Two guys not here or not on camera, or
They're still sleeping.
I'm not even on the
No,
right
I was
channel.
finishing my bratwurst. I got to tell you this. So
Did
I
you get
get my
sauerkraut with them?
bratwurst. No, she didn't make any sauerkraut tonight, but I made a pot of backbone of sauerkraut last week, so she didn't want me stinking up the house twice.
Oh,
But
Sour
yeah, I
does
grabbed my
get stinky.
bratwurst and I'm coming through the living room and I gave her a little kiss. Thank you, dear, for making the brats. Whatever show she's watching, this girl says, "Well, what are you into these days?" And she said, period stained granny panties." As I'm taking a bite of this bratwurst, and I'm like, oh,
That sounds awful.
I don't know. It wasn't the Hallmark Channel, I'm sure.
I'm a little confused by that because
Mm.
Yeah,
is
it
Ugh.
was.
that possible?
I don't think
that's
so.
what I was thinking. If they're
I
granny
guess I
panties,
don't know. Anything's possible.
You could have granny panties and they don't belong to a granny though. So that's
True, true,
the
true.
yeah. Gotcha. Mhm. All right, let's get back to rolling. Top of the round was S. There's some green slime
Oh
come
shit.
out of the spigots when Oreg turned them, and they're
That's
spilling
me.
out onto the floor, and you can see them like sizzling and bubbling and.
Gross. I must kill it. So I'm gonna swing at it.
S knows his sword is pretty deadly to these things. He's like,
Nice.
stabs it into it. It's like, and it squeaks and just turns into a pile of dust.
Nice.
damn.
I will maneuver around to the other one then, I guess.
This is like, I got this.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I got this. And I'll hit this one with
This
my extra attack.
sunblade is on the wing. He kills the other one. They only got 3 hit points.
Nice.
They're not that deadly. Oh, this one had 4. Sorry.
Victory.
Victory. Is that even worth initiative and all that?
Level up.
Orag. No. Uh,
You
Dahlgren
never
got
know.
scared.
Yeah,
um.
saying there's another yellow one under Dahlgren.
That thing was right next to him.
So as you guys like spend a little bit looking around in here, um, you guys realize that at one time it looks like all 20 of these dwarfs carvings with one hand sticking out had a tankard in them at one time, but there's only 3 left.
Oh, they're missing their tankards.
We could make them all the same and take these 3.
That feels wrong.
Hmm.
Do they look magical?
you
Can I
go
do an
over it.
Arcana check?
You go over and look at one of them. You're like squinting. To Orag, you think it's made out of copper. It's all green and
I could cast detect magic as a ritual.
I wonder why the ballista
are you
were
trained in
here.
Arcana?
I am, yeah.
I am.
You are?
No.
Dalgran, give
Yep.
me a Arcana check before you waste a spell.
He is a dwarf, though. He should get
Yeah,
advantage.
if the dwarves made these 3 tankards magical, they were idiots because they're like a piece of crap. They're worth 5 copper a piece. Was it 5 copper or 5 silver? Wait, let me look. They are worth. Oh, they even gave me a partial. Holy shit, these are nice. They're worth 5 gold a piece. They have like a rare emblem on them that makes them valuable to collectors, but they're still pieces of crap, cheap copper tankards. Did you want to take them?
So we'll take him. S will put him in the bag of holding to sell him at the store. See, it's all about marketing. We'll put a display.
Sure.
Sure. Party sheet, inventory.
We do make our living selling junk. I mean, that's what our cover is anyway.
I will carry these dwarven tankards.
That's what your cover was.
You want me to take all of them?
There's only 3.
Yeah, S is
Just
the
making sure.
pack mule.
Yeah, you're the pack mule. Yes.
Roger that. Good to know.
And if you don't take all 3 of them, Ori has a whip for the mule.
All right.
He likes to say
Actually, I
move
have
it
2.
real good.
One has black ice embedded in it, and the other one is really long.
Black ice? Like the
Yeah.
zombie plague?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Lovely.
It's cool. We're the good guys.
I'm sure you are. Just
Sorta.
carrying around, world-ending plagues. That's totally
the-
fine.
They're the better of the guys, anyways.
Well, we're
I'm
immune
going
to
to
it for one thing, so
I'm going to
Are you
listen
now?
at this door.
yeah. Yeah.
So we can just formulate an antidote
There's too much
from your blood or something.
Well, that's like
people
Fleetwood
talking
Mac
and
and
stuff for you to
cocaine.
hear. Oric's like, shh, I'm trying to listen at this door.
Oh, shh.
He puts his big old hand up. He can reach everybody too, all the way across the whole room. You don't hear anything.
Okay, I'll open the door.
When you open the door, 10 feet in, you see another door. But written on this door is some dwarven writing. Anywho. Who speak?
I don't think any of us speak Dwarven.
Not a one of us. I'll read it.
It says, brewers only, others keep out by order of Garax, master of ale and provisions.
I've got
Okay,
a
I
brewing
will shut the
supply
door.
kit, so I can go in.
He's like, I can go in.
All right,
I brew potions.
I'll
Maybe
step
that
aside.
counts.
Step aside and let him go
Didn't
first.
say what kind of brewer.
Yeah, everybody like, broop, broop, go on ahead. They kind of push you forward.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Dog going to peek inside the door.
Well, the door that has the writing on it is this one here.
You said it's in Dwarven?
He'll crack it open.
It's in Dwarvish. Excuse
Oh,
me.
sorry. Older editions of D&D
He
called
cracks
it
it open,
Dwarven.
and inside you see stone vats, like big, massive stone vats. I think for making booze in.
Hmm.
Does it smell like
Oh yeah,
alcohol
it
fermenting in
definitely
here?
smells like ale in here, like old ale.
Old
Old
ale.
ale.
The
That's-
dumpster behind the bar.
So
type
the
smell.
vats are they're like 10 feet tall and they're like 10 feet in diameter. I don't know why they look like wood, but they're stone.
Big enough to
There's like
swim
a
in.
there's like a big old copper spigot embedded in the side, like facing the wall. Again, they're like the things like 3 feet off the ground because dwarves, There's also a stone staircase around the outside of each of the vat that goes up to the top, right? A little step ladder kind of thing that goes around so they can get up there because they're dwarves, they're short.
Morkel, would you climb up the wall and see if there's anything on top of any of these or hiding behind these?
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
I will climb up the wall. First,
you,
right here by the door, so I don't have to go too far into the room. See if I can see anything.
so you like climb up and peek into one of them? I mean, which one? This one
Yeah,
here?
yeah, that one closest to me. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I see. You're climbing up the wall. I got it. And you're looking down.
Yeah.
Looking out over the
Um,
room and stuff.
when you climb up and you get, how high up are you climbing? Like, I guess the ceiling's way up there. I
I
think
mean,
it's
it's got
probably
to be at least.
40 feet
Yeah,
up or so.
yeah. I mean, my move is 30, so let's start with that. I'll move up 30 and take
So
a look.
30 feet. You most the four in the front are really what you can see the most, especially the two up front. And the two in the front, when you look down in them, you can see that um, they're bulging a little bit in the middle, but there's inside of the vat is some kind of metallic. You think it might be copper again? It's lined in copper, and there's empty. There's no liquid in them or anything. But in the, this one over here, it's like kind of dark or something, and you're kind of looking, and you see movement as with
That one's
your
got something in it, guys.
with your look, with your height, you see this now staring blankly back at you.
Uh, all right. I will. I will climb back down, and it's another one of those beholder zombies, guys.
So Morkel climbs back down and he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out something and he hands it to each of you. And it's called Roll Initiative, bitches. As slowly floating up out of the vat, you see one of these things.
Yes.
And you don't recognize this one.
They're
It's not
gonna
the,
hope you learn blindness this time.
as Marley, you get to go first.
Can I see him from back here? I mean, I can see
No.
him, but
No,
no.
you can't see him. No, he's in the vat.
He's in the vat.
Yeah.
Okay. He says, "Beholder thing." Marley pulls up his bow, readies a shot. If he sees the beholder thing, he's gonna shoot it. Pew pew.
Uh, well, I'm gonna stick with what worked last time, and I'm gonna cast Moonbeam, and put it right in the vat there. Um,
Like shooting fish in a barrel.
I think
do
I
you want
got
me to
a.
use the?
No, I got a token for it.
Oh, you want the token? All right.
Oh, did you grab something already? That's fine. Whatever
Oh
you
yeah,
got. Yeah,
that's
that's cool. Perfect.
all right. So yeah, at the start of his turn, he will take that damage. That's it.
As a reaction, he waits for everybody else to go.
That's nice of him.
He's gonna
All right.
ready an action.
So I'm going to scoot over there, use my cunning action to climb up the steps,
So we'll say you're 10 feet
and then
up.
out, stabbing it.
It looks up at you like, looks at one of you with one of its eye stalks, and it as you stab at it, you feel the
Seriously.
you feel the moonbeam on your hand, and you're like, oh shit, and you jerk your hand out, and you suffer a level of
Yeah.
exhaustion if that was real. If it was real.
I go up, and then moonbeam suddenly comes down. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
messes me all up. Sort of glare at Morkel for not warning us. And then I'm
And
going
it's that
to
thing has light beaming down that you've known.
hop down to the floor.
Alt. Yeah. Scroll down. Are you stuck? Is it broke? There you go.
And move to there.
Well, it's interested as it takes moon. As it takes 5 points of radiant, and it doesn't like being in there, so it's gonna come over here. It's gonna be 10 feet off the ground, and it's gonna target Oreg. Actually, 5. It's gonna move to there, and randomly point an eye stalk at him.
S and Marley are still AFK. Do we want to wait?
Sorry. I'm here, I swear.
As the eye stalk like turns into like a mirror, like a complete mirror, and you see your reflection, and you have to make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened. What you make? You're like, I know that guy. He's
Nice.
charming looking. You're like, you clean your teeth
Smile,
in the
little
mirror.
gleam.
You're like, with your long reach. Dalgron.
Dahlgren's gonna move.
I don't think you
I
can
don't know.
see this thing yet, Marley, from your 10 feet out. I would give Marley his ready to action. Well, shit, he's like
Well,
cutting
when
the
he floated
corner
up out
over
of the
the
top
vat.
of it, I probably would have had him for just a moment because
Yeah,
he had to float up
I'm
over the
gonna give
top.
you a -5 on it though, because you're like so much cover and crap through there.
Yeah.
A corner, another vat, stairs, gears, stuff hanging down, you know. But take your shot.
Let's see. He bad.
Boo.
Boo.
Doggone, you can't really see anything that's going on over there.
Yeah, so Dahlgren's gonna have to move.
Is there line of sight on those vats?
No.
No,
Okay, good. I don't want them on there anyways. They're freaking just.
he'll move to there, and cast that cantrip on him. If I can find it. Sacred Flame.
Scrolling.
I know there's 500 things to look at. And he failed.
Oh. Another 7 points to him.
Okay.
Here comes S running around the corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something probably stupid.
You're in the right group.
Yeah, I like it already.
I think, well, okay, I'm gonna move here so I have line of sight on him because I don't think I have it. where I am. And then I'm gonna spit venom at it. I'm trying not to metagame, but well, whatever. We'll see, I guess. Doesn't matter because I suck. Oh, if I
Yeah.
use extra attack, can I do the same? I don't know how this racial thing works.
No, you can only. I think it's a bonus action though, isn't it? No.
It says attack spit venom, but it just says one action.
Oh yeah,
Make
it's
him.
yes.
Yeah.
And your jaws are a little sore too because you've been being milked by Orag for poison in your sleep.
Oh,
I don't know
that
when he's
sounds
doing it,
lovely.
but
That's fine. How many feet did I move there? 20. I can't even get in melee of it, anyways.
actually you could have because you were here. You could have went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay, then I'll just use my extra attack on the blade attack.
With your sword.
I'm gonna take
Yeah,
a
as you're
laser beam
running
to
up,
the
you're like,
face.
and you try to spit, and then you come and you just try to stab it in the eye.
Yeah, I was hoping to save some movement to like go behind one of the things, but now I'll just take some laser eye beams to the face. It's fine. I'll be okay, probably.
He squints pretty good. He's like, I can squint. He can turn real flat too, right? He can like turn into like almost a two-dimensional snake. He's like
Oh yeah, I was reading that. But it
squeeze.
says only during an attack I could do that. I don't know. Too complicated for me.
It's like squeezing around the battlefield, right?
Dahlgren's going to move to there behind Oreg. And he's going to Sacred Flame this thing again.
One of these days when oh
Can I do an insight check to see if this is really Dahlgren or some doppelganger or something?
uh
Well, I need to be within 10
I
feet of
don't.
him in case he tries to hit somebody.
I don't
it's
trust it. Being this
you,
close,
you,
it's
it definitely smells
totally
like his
against who he normally is.
it definitely smells like his breath. I'll give you your passive perception on that.
All right. So I'm not going to
That
move
drunk
to
alcohol smell.
take that special aim.
I mean, you guys know all about like doppelgangers and stuff, so you can spot him a mile away now. You stab this thing in the back of its head.
All right, so I'm going to untarget it. First damage.
I don't think I would want that. That's too much work. You gotta roll the damage, see which one's better, then apply the damage. It's too much. I'll just take my
Plus, he's
roll.
a rogue,
Just
so it's a
take
pain in the
my
butt because I
roll.
have to do
Yeah,
a sneak attack every time.
for 4 more points of damage.
4 more points, yeah. All right, so I wait for this blast of light to finish hitting him. S runs up and he turns toward S, and I stab him real quick.
It's 4 louder.
Uh, oh, I think it's just gonna try to bite at Orag.
Well, I'm going to use the warding flare on him to see if it can't blind him
Uh,
as my
uh-oh.
reaction. And he failed.
Very nice.
So he's
Nice.
blinded for 4 rounds.
Wow.
If he's not immune to being blind.
That's true.
He's not.
Nice.
But he's still gonna do his bite though. Disadvantage.
Yep.
Uh-oh, he still hits. These things got
15.
big mouths, Orag. Like
Oh, that is my
lots of
AC.
piercing damage as you take 18 points of bite damage. And you're no
Probably
longer
bit him.
you no longer have pass without a trace on yourself.
Okay, well, I should have better armor. hell? Okay, we need to change that. All right.
Hut, 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 hut. Marley dashes to here. Gets
I
behind
like
the
the
barrel.
little black spot on her nose.
Hut, hut.
She's being so needy tonight.
See, Tuesday's got
Tuxedo
good
TMI.
Kid.
game.
She's like, "Why? What are you doing? Pay attention to me, please."
Oh, sorry. Moving in.
And I use my action to dash, so we're good.
All right, I'm gonna come up here, take a look. This zombie, decaying reach at him. Nice.
Wow.
Almost max damage. Wow. And then I'm gonna move the moonbeam right on top of him, and move back with my last 5 feet behind Marley, and use him for cover.
Well, if S can
Okay.
hit, he'll get the killing blow on this thing.
Nice.
Most likely.
World's
12,
easiest beholder fight.
12 points left.
Just kidding. Shouldn't say stuff like that. Okay.
That's usually when you fumble and trip and stab yourself.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
or
But
you
I always
crit.
fumble. So.
Or
Oh
you
my
waste.
god! I got a 20.
So as you stab this thing into exhaustion.
Bye.
Nice.
Wow, 30
30.
points.
Very nice.
Dang.
And you see that second level moonbeam spell just shrivel up. Third level. He's gonna move it
Sorry.
around to make sure there's nothing else in the other vats.
Yeah, exactly. No, second level. I didn't upcast it this time.
Second level, okay. And then he's gonna delete the tokens as somebody passes the turns.
Sorry. Not sorry.
All right, good. Let's take you guys out of initiative again, and let me unlock your tokens.
Yay.
I'm going to drink one of my potions of healing.
You look a little beat up there. You feeling okay?
You're right there, buddy.
All right.
Wrong character. Sorry. I don't know how S would be.
He and I trained together.
Oh,
We work,
okay.
so
I'd be concerned
we
for
can be a
you then.
team
Nice.
as we fight.
It's just in my personality. I can't help it.
I'm gonna climb up the wall over here and look into these last two that I didn't get a good look at before.
Yeah, they're 4 of the vats are empty. Their contents haven't long been since evaporated or depleted. And one of the vats contained the beholder zombie, and I guess there's a pile of beholder zombie poop. Do they have buttholes? I don't know. Is it a magical butthole? How does it work
They
with
have
them?
9 of them, 9 balls.
Balls. And there's a bunch of barrels that like iron bound barrels, 30 of them, empty.
Wow. So you said 4 of them were empty. One of
Um,
them had the beholder. So what's the other one?
I don't know. 4 of the vats are empty. Their contents have long since evaporated, depleted. The southwest vat contains a beholder zombie, which rises out and attacks. That's all it says. The 5th one contains. The 6th one, it should say, contains nothing as well. I don't know. I didn't write it. There's only a zombie in one.
Big door. That's a big door.
You know what they say
Yeah,
about dungeons with big doors, don't you?
No, what?
I don't know. That's why I
That
was
they have
asking.
Oh,
really big monsters.
Well, they had to get the bats in here somehow. When they're full, they take them out. So
oh.
sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
It must be dragons. It's always
Clue the
dragons.
manager. Pit
dragon needs
shallow
casts
sprung.
around.
So do these doors say anything? Have
No,
anything written on them?
no, they both just stare at you blankly like you ran over their cat. They don't say anything.
Eh. I will open these doors.
I'm saying it's Svenster, right? That wasn't. So, what it looks like to you guys. Oops, sorry, I closed them on you. What it looks like to you guys is um a ramp, right? Like these barrels are designed to roll down this ramp
To here or out of here? Is
away,
the ramp going
down.
down?
Yeah, down.
Ooh.
Dahlgren, climbing this barrel.
We should stand on top and see how far we can make it on top.
Yeah,
With me inside?
yeah.
Why not?
That's brilliant.
Um,
We rolled Dahlgren down the hill.
like on top of a barrel. I mean, how does this look?
No, in the
What's-
barrel. Marley's
No,
trying to ride it. You know, trying to walk on top of the barrel as it's going down the hill.
Shit, that barrel's gonna be going so damn fast by the time it gets to the bottom. Um, Doggone, give me a Constitution saving throw, and Marley, give me a acrobatics check.
So S and I will get
Oh,
on top of two and see race down, see get there first.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so Dalgron, you're stunned as you get to the bottom. Um,
Dizzy.
yeah, Marley, you
Morkel's got
fall
it all on his phone.
off of the barrel, and who's going first, right? Marley and
well, do I stick the landing?
Dalgron, right?
Yeah, because S and I are racing at the same time. See who.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
no,
Marley and Dahlgren always go
I
first.
understand that S and who's in the barrel if S is
Dal- I,
racing.
I was inside the barrel.
Yeah, I
And
understand that.
Marley's on
Dalgron
top.
and Marley are down there, and who's in the next barrel or on
And
it
then
or
we're racing. The S and I.
no? It's
Is
only
there,
wide enough for one barrel to go down at a
what
time.
kind of?
It's designed that way.
So can we
Okay.
both? Can we
Who you been
both
gaming with?
stand on the same? Stand on the same barrel? Is it wide enough for to fit two people?
Yeah, you could stand on. I mean, it's a little tight, but yeah, you could both be on the same barrel.
There you go. So we'll do
I'm a
that.
snake
Just
man.
see who stands, who stays the longest on it.
I assume I'm pretty slender because I'm a snake man.
Yeah,
We
that's
can
why you
fit.
could do it. And he can turn sideways and keep his balance real good with his long arms.
Yeah.
Acrobatics checks, please,
Oh God.
for you barrel racers.
Oh, I'm actually like kind of good at this. Okay.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Oh, that's cheating.
Legally cheating though.
I didn't know we were doing that. It's fine.
27.
I rolled mine in
Wow,
the tower, like a good player.
like a
I'm
good
just
player.
We know how well we're doing. We're watching it. It's not a
Yeah,
secret.
It's true. I know.
you really know how good you're doing, S.
Oh, that was a lovely roll. It's par for the course for me though. So
So, Marley didn't quite make it, and he falls off right in the middle. Dalground does make it all the way to the end. The barrel crashes and falls through a
Nice.
chute in the floor, and you guys hear like gears grinding and flame shoots out, and Dalground screams. we'll get to what happens to Dalgron in a second. But as Marley comes flying out, he like kind of catches his balance and stands up like he's like ha ha, like when you fall, but you jump up real quick, like,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
like,
like I didn't do that.
and he
Yeah.
jumps up real quick, and you see the floor just falls out from underneath of him as some pit traps open up.
Yeah, fuck.
And
Nice.
Orag makes it past the first pit on the barrel, but S has to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Morkel getting in the barrel while waiting for us to go down.
Which he
Yeah.
fails.
No, once he
So-
sees the pit traps, he's like, oh, never mind.
Marley, I also need a dexterity saving throw from him too to
He
avoid
steps out of
falling
the
into the
barrel.
pit.
Oops.
Dexterity saving.
I was just checking it out, seeing
How
how
come that
comfy it
didn't
was.
go into the tower?
That's okay. 16
'Cause I
is a
didn't double click it.
success.
I just dragged it.
There's a 15. Oh, what is the DC? Well, 16 succeeds anyways. So,
10.
yeah, you're like whoa, 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 and you like end up over here. I'll say. But S falls
Those look deep too.
20 feet. Wow.
Sorry, snakes always land on their feet.
Thud. 6 points of damage, and you're prone. And the lid slams shut. Clunk.
Help!
As Morcalia
Help!
you like reach down to like kind of head that way, and you see the thing go all dwarf like
I
fine.
seem to
and
have
close, you
fallen
can't
in a
even see it
trap.
anymore, kind of. And the same with the one. Actually, yeah.
Morkel
cool.
could have just crawled out of it.
Yeah, right? Can
Well,
Can
the
I get
lid's
out of
closed
mine?
though. That's a problem.
yeah, can I see a way to like open it? Can I push on it a little bit, without falling in?
You're like,
You
it's
just
kind of
stick to the
hard to.
floor when it
That's
opens.
true.
Right to.
You're
It's
still
kind of
stuck
hard
to
to.
it.
I'm gonna give you an acrobatics check with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. All right.
Mhm.
Pull it open with your sticky tongue.
A 2 and a 3.
Oh my gosh.
So he goes,
Wow.
he's like got his two back feet stuck up on the wall, and he leans down, and he's pushing on it, and he's like, and it like jerks, and both of his fingers or hands are stuck to it, and it like pulls him off the wall. He's like, and he falls. Uh, and
That's me.
as S is down there, and he's like trying to get his light to work right. He's like, deep, 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 deep. And he looks up. All of a sudden, there's a light and a freaking lizard falling. And the
I should be able to
lizard
catch him.
Catch him on the sunblade.
only takes 3 points of damage. No damage because he had spores protecting him. But
Nice.
it does make your moonbeam expire, which was
Oh
convenient.
man. That's too bad. I was gonna use that. It's gonna
And then
check for pit traps in the next room.
the lid's like slowly closing.
Can I grab it?
It's 20 feet up.
Can I climb the wall and grab it?
You are a freaking lizard. How slippery is it? It's just a regular pit. The lid is spring loaded and snaps closed after the creature falls through. A 20 strength check is necessary to pry the lid open. If 50 pounds or more pressured, blah blah blah. Character can also attempt to disable the spring. There's a spring in there. You're like, hey, if I had some thieves' tools.
Can we just trip the trap again?
Do you have any
Make
iron
it open.
spikes?
Pitons?
How about S? Any pitons, iron
Oh, S.
spikes?
I don't.
There's none laying on the floor down here, damn it. What are you guys doing? You can hear
Let's
them.
look in
Hey!
the inventory here
It's
for
dark in here.
pitons.
I don't think she
I'm
heard you.
stuck in a box.
Does S have any pythons?
There's 25, S has 10, and Org has 19.
I do have pitons, yes.
Oh, so
That's me
Well, then
being
they won't
pedantic.
work.
you
They don't work.
think
Only
if
pythons
you
work.
use 2 of the pitons,
Okay,
Coupons.
I will do that. Use my gray
you
poupon.
could wedge this thing so it doesn't open anymore.
Bikes.
Yes, I
Sweet.
use my gray poupon to get out of the box.
No, you think you can wedge it so it doesn't open
Oh,
anymore.
son of a biscuit. Okay, then I do that.
Why? You want to get out. You want it to open.
Oh no, I thought you were saying I could pry it open. My
No.
mistake.
No, you think you can use these 2 spikes to jam it in the lid to keep it from coming down, right? From opening.
Well, that's not going to help me get out of here.
Yeah, that's it
Help,
would be
guys, I'm
helpful.
stuck in a
It would be
box.
helpful if you were on the outside and you didn't want it to open as someone walked across it, but
Gotcha. I don't know what to do.
So meanwhile, what happened with Oreg and his
oh, that's
expertise
right.
in barrel riding? Did he make it all the way down, or did I
Orag,
slam it to Marley, or what?
well, the barrels roll across the ground easily. So yeah, yeah. Marley, Marley's like, ha ha. He like falls off and he like pretends like he falls, but he jumps up and then the floor gives out, but he jumps over to the other side of the pit and he looks back and the pit's kind of rocking down and he sees this barrel coming and he thinks it's going to go down into the pit, right, with Oreg on it. But it's just at the last second he notices that the pit is exactly small enough for the barrel to go right across it. And he's like, "Oh shit." And give me an acrobatics check, Marley.
Oh.
A 10. All right, that's enough to get the hell out of the way. As he jumps to
Nice.
the side, and Orag comes flying back down, and Dalgron, you're like, you're hearing all this commotion. You're like all dizzy, and your head's spinning, and you're just now starting to like the world is slowly starting to stop spinning and freaking slam, you get slammed again and you go back stunned again as Orag knocks you stunned,
I
slamming
jump
into you.
off and do a backflip, land. It slams against the thing.
Lands over you.
Let's ready to do that again.
He
That
jumps
was fun.
off and falls and like he bumps into something and a secret door opens and there's a room full of barrels. It's not
Barrel
really a
mimics. Uh-oh.
secret door, but it's like a hidden like side door. Um, but S and Morkel, I think
Can I
All right.
climb up and open it
I
from the
mean if
bottom
somebody
somehow or
from the
not?
top wants to help out, it would be way easier for you guys to
That'd be
get out.
great.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Is there
I'll come back.
like a seam? Like, you know how like even door jams have like a little bit of space underneath them?
Mhm.
I
Is
don't
there a
know if he
seam
could
like
squeeze
that?
through that.
But
Oh,
I can do a thing where I can squeeze down 2 whole sizes, which would make me tiny, which is like the size of a pixie. And they're
It's
like
pretty
itty bitty.
it's pretty airtight.
Like Tinkerbell is a pixie.
so I'm
Uh,
going to
hey
disable the
guys,
trap from up here.
we're
Okay.
trapped in a pit.
Thanks,
What?
Um,
guys.
can you come save us? please. Oh,
Who is this? What?
oh, no,
Do you,
look, only
you guys,
Oreg says this is Oreg every time. You don't have to say that. We all know who everyone is.
that's right. They can talk within 30 feet of each other telepathically, but that's how they're signaling they're telepathic with each other.
Nice. I love
That's
it.
what all right, so you guys get the hell out of this damn pit.
Here's sleight of hand,
You know,
or is it thieves' tools?
no, you guys are getting out.
Thieves' tools
You're
is
fine.
+3. Okay.
Well, you failed it, but that's okay. You get out. Do you use
Nice.
the 2 spikes to stop the other 2 from falling in, or do you jump over them?
It will slow down any
Or do you try to ride the barrels
people
again?
following us.
Yeah, any suckers behind us deserve the same thing we got, right? Let's just go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk along the wall
Yeah, I'm just
to get out
gonna
of here.
slither my way through.
There's a room full of mimics over here.
There's also another room over here,
Mimics.
too.
Oh, that's a lot of mimics.
Am I still in the barrel?
Yeah.
Stunned.
No, no, you're coming around now, but you're like, what's that smell? Something's like burning your nostrils, like your eyes are
More
watering.
cow.
You're like, something's
Sorry.
like got you irritated, like some kind of s- fungus or
It's 100.
something.
It's 112 mimics in here.
112 mimics.
Do
What
you
is
think
that
we can take?
smell?
Is it from the barrel, or is it now coated Dahlgren with that smell? Or is it coming from
Wait,
this big room?
Dagron comes crawling out of this barrel, and you can smell this coming off of him too.
Well, it might be
Yeah.
dirty drawers.
Some
I
kind
do
of
have these skid mark underwears in here.
some kind of moldy, musty smell, right? Um, I think the spore druid should automatically get to freaking have a knowledge check on that, right?
I was gonna ask. Is it something I can identify?
It's definitely a natural fungus.
All right. Well, let me give you a nature roll then.
A 9. Hmm. I think that's
It's
enough to tell that these barrels are made out of zirk wood, which is a woody fungus.
It's a underdark mushroom.
Hmm.
Marley, don't you get that prestidigitation stuff that gets rid of smells?
Not on dwarves.
That's the ones.
That's a big smell, man.
Ugh.
Here, I put the for your notes, so you can just copy, drag it.
Whew.
I'm just gonna stand next to Marley until he uses that.
I don't think prestidigitation can clean a room this big, will it? I don't think so.
Um,
So it's the room and not coming off of me.
Dalgron.
That's debatable.
Because I was
You,
inside the barrel.
yeah, as you like come into this room and you start looking at these barrels, you're like, these aren't empty.
really.
Well, these guys shit in them.
They're yeah, you think they're full, like all of them.
Hey, Morkel, can you climb and see if there's anything on the other side or on top of these or hiding in these? How high is the stack? Does it look like that? 2 or 3 high, or is it just all flat?
Let's see how many barrels it is, then we can count. It's 140 barrels, so it's probably just double stacked, right? 70 and 70.
Sounds good.
I like it.
One,
I'll,
two,
I'll jump
three,
on the
four,
wall and
five,
climb
six,
up
seven,
and
8, 9,
take a
10.
look over.
10 by 10, that could be 100. So yeah, yeah. They all look sealed. They all look like the barrels. Like some of those barrels that you guys were in were all busted up and moldy, but these barrels look pristine, right? Like I mean, there might be a little outside dirt on them, but they're in good shape.
Oh, we gotta crack one of these open,
Yeah, we
guys.
got to check it out.
Yeah,
Open it
there's
up and
Are they labeled?
let's tap it.
Yes, would tap that.
Definitely.
Marley pulls out
no
his
there
fiddle.
there's no labels on them. I
We're
mean,
gonna
if
have
you
a
start
party.
looking at them, there's some dwarven runes on them actually.
Can I read them?
Runes. Yeah, you can
Runes.
tell they're runes. You think for
Dwarves ruined this too.
preserving something, for protecting it, preserving it.
We should
So,
definitely open one of these and see how good it is, or how bad.
Oh, I bet it's all fungusy and delicious.
you guys would, if you crack one open and you taste it, you guys would describe it as a Merculin ale or an Undermountain ale.
The good stuff.
I mean, would your characters know like the values of things in Waterdeep? Um, like
Before
during
the siege?
Dungeon of the Mad Mage time frame.
I mean,
Not
did
a
we have a
No.
clue,
book
right?
about it?
But you
Well,
guys think that these barrels could be worth a pretty good amount up on the surface. I mean, but they're like 400 pounds a piece.
Bag of holding.
Yeah, how do
Okay,
we get them
I
up
Okay,
there?
so you got
dump out
one.
everything in my
one at
bag
a
of
time.
holding.
I mean, there's ways like a gate, or teleport.
So
Everybody
I'll
pick
look
one
What?
up.
around.
Teleport.
How did they get them out? Is there a means here? Is there like a
It looks like this
crane or
is where
anything?
they're being stored. But yeah, you can roll them like back up into the vat room.
Wonder how much
Hey,
each barrel's worth.
S. Can you
Um,
shrink down small enough to climb up one of them spigots and find out where that goes?
I wonder if we could hire them goblins to transport them
If he
back to.
can't, I can cast gaseous form on somebody, and one of us can go up
wait,
the
where are you
spigot.
trying to go? What spigot? What up? What spigot?
The spigot way back in the pillar room.
It would go into the. Oh, it goes up into the pillar, right? Yeah, which is another vat, basically.
So are both these rooms the same, Drake? Then this one and this
No,
one.
let's see the south room. Hold on, I was looking
They
at
look
the.
ruined.
Yeah, this room is identical to identical, except the pyramid of barrels has collapsed. Most of the barrels lie smashed on the floor. 59 of them remain intact.
No, it wasn't these. The other room had the ones that were ruined.
It looks like there might be some other stuff in there. In the collapsed room after they collapsed, like.
Really?
So,
Hey, Doug, come here, detect magic.
I have enough room in my bag of holding for one of these barrels. I'll grab one and stick it in.
I'll take the 10 minutes and cast detect magic.
I'm taking it with me.
So you come
Wait,
in,
wait.
you start to.
We're gonna drink one, right?
You got one
Oh yeah.
tapped already. Um,
Marley plays the fiddle. We all get drunk.
We all get drunk.
Uh-oh.
Let's just stay in this room, guys.
Short rest. Long rest. All right, the 10 minutes for detect magic.
Wait, I need these pit traps. Are in the combat tracker. Go away, pit
Man,
trap.
your errors are telling secrets.
Oh, was there an error?
Yeah, I got an error.
I didn't get one.
I'll just
Telling
keep it to
secrets.
myself, but I don't want to. I don't want to get any closer to the barrels. I'll tell you that. Not the metagame or anything.
Not the metagame or anything, but yeah, when the tokens get locked and the DM pushes you the initiative button, something's going on.
Terrible roll.
Yeah. Marley's like, I'm looking around and
Mm-hmm.
a a creature that looks like an ale barrel jumps out of the stack here, and we got a mimic.
Of course, it's mimics.
Of course, somebody put mimics in here.
Nice.
The mimics,
It's like a self-fulfilling
right?
prophecy.
Let's see. All right, so yeah, it's gonna like jump down here and try to get Marley with its pseudopod.
No, not the pseudopod.
The pseudopod. Well, oh, dodging out of the way. That's it, right? It looks all sticky and gooey. And that's all I could do. Down arrow. Marley gets to go.
Marley's going to take the disengage action and say, Delgrin, let me introduce you to this game called Leapfrog. And he's going to move right back.
Mimic.
Pulling his
I don't
mimic,
know.
mimic.
Do
We've seen him before, I think, haven't we?
I don't know.
Wasn't there some pillars or some columns that were mimics? Or
Yeah, there was a statue,
That
wasn't
was
it?
Rob's game. Or Rob was in that game.
Yeah,
And
there
the
was a
pillars.
statue that was a mimic. Yes, at the end of the hallway on the first floor.
yeah.
Morkel moves up a little bit, drops the barrel that he's trying to shove into this bag of holding, and yeah, I'll just try to decaying reach that barrel. -2, Drake.
Yeah.
Right. Nope,
Didn't
wouldn't
help.
have hit no matter what.
Didn't hurt. Didn't help.
Yeah, yeah. And I will step back so that S can get into the room.
All right, so the mimic already went, so I don't get my sneaks. I'll move up
All right. Well,
and
when
stabby
you
stab.
get to right here, what do you got? What do you got in your hands?
Rapier.
You see another one right there.
Dagger's rapey, but this is rapier.
And he hasn't acted yet.
All right, so I'm gonna lash out with
I'd
my
say when you got like right in front of him.
well-fed ale barrel.
He's now you do know that these things are sticky, right? So
So I don't get sneak attack, but I do get surprise attack. Hooah! Have at thee.
so hold on.
And I'm gonna offhand stab it with the dagger with S juice in it.
Well, hold on 1 second. I need to get grappled on you. How do you open the stupid so I can put the crap on you from the tab on the character sheet?
Wouldn't this happen at the same time? Or am I
Uh,
grappled first?
the mimic adheres to anything that touches it. So you hit it, right?
Right, but aren't I stabbing it with both weapons at the same time?
Uh, yeah, probably. I mean, grappled is just. I was just gonna try to drag it from in there, but it's not his turn yet, and there you go.
And then the S juice kicks in. Let's see if the S juice hurts him. Succeeded, so he takes 4.
Oh, he does take it though.
Now, do I have to do a strength check to see if I can rip my weapons off? I don't know how mimics work.
Let's check it out. A huge or smaller creature adhered to the mimic is also grappled by it. Escape DC 13. Ability checks to make made to escape this grapple have disadvantage. So a disadvantage escape DC. So that means you can,
Okay,
as an action, you can try to get out.
it's an action. Okay.
Yep.
So could I just let go of the weapons, or am I all totally stuck?
Yeah, I would let you let go of the weapons. Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah. Because.
Well, I'm not going to right now, but uh, I'm going to try to rip them out next turn first, and then I'll let go. Doesn't work.
Well, it's turn, so it's gonna try to.
Isn't it grappled to me too?
No, you have to grapple to be. You can't.
Okay.
If you're grappled, it's not vice versa. You have to grapple to be You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just because your brother's got his hand around your neck and he's doing the freaking chokehold on you, doesn't mean you got a hold of him.
Right. But he
Where
is grappling me though. He is grappled because he has his speed is also 0. I would argue, but okay. I don't remember how it works.
you are grappled by him, basically,
Okay.
currently, and he's also got the grappler feat. You know.
Nice.
That's what they do. They're grapplers. They have this sticky stuff and adhesive. Uh, and it's gonna try to bite you. He wants to digest you, so he like tries to bite your arm. He's like, "Rawr!" I didn't mean to do that first. Let me see if he hits you first. He doesn't. You dodged. Let me give you that back. I almost shift drug it, right? Remember when you used to be able to do
Oh, that's old, man.
that? Bring the shift drag back. Drake remembered something from 2 years ago, right? That was classic, wasn't it? So he tried to bite you. That's pretty much all I could do. Except he said something in in mimic. What do mimics sound like? As you guys see another one come
Whatever we
moving
sound
over.
like, because they mimic
More
us.
mimics.
As another one
Always more
comes
mimics.
mimicking like a barrel rolling over to next to and falls on the ground next to Orag. Clunk! And it's like sticks its tongue out. I had to dash to get here. S.
All right. I'm gonna do things. Drake, do you play that it's difficult terrain to move through your allies?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 plus 10 is 15. That's actually 20. Yeah, look at that. I can make it. Okay. I'm
Now you
gonna.
see Orag, right? And both of his hands are like stuck in this thing's mouth.
Yes.
His weapons are. He's like, yeah. He's trying to pull him.
I'm gonna attack it and hopefully kill it so that his hands will be released.
So you're gonna
Little
also
tiny.
try to stick your weapons in its mouth too, right?
Now I'm gonna kill it.
The sun
Sunblade.
sword. Yeah.
Sunsword.
It doesn't
My
matter.
sun sword.
It doesn't say if it's magical.
Oh,
It doesn't
fuck.
matter. It doesn't grapple you. You gotta
Well,
hit
I
it though
missed
for it to
that one.
grapple you. You gotta hit it for it to grapple you. Come on,
Okay,
you
I'm
can
gonna
hit
try
it.
again.
There you go.
Yes. It's gonna die. It's dead. Damn it.
It's not
It's not
dead.
dead. Does it eat my hands too?
You're grappled by it.
Okay. That's fine.
Isn't his blade made of light?
What? His blade is made out of radiant
Your
light.
radiance.
Yes, correct.
I can make it disappear next turn if I need to.
All right, so no. There you go. Oh, did that
Alright,
get the
Dog, gonna
drop
save
on you?
us.
Dahlgren is going to mm, mess up Orig's hair as he's running away. And before he runs, though, he'll give him some cure wounds
Nice.
since he's standing right next to him. Oh, what a horrible roll. And he'll back up behind Marley there with that leapfrog game. I like that game, Marley.
Do you like that?
What?
How'd it go that way?
I don't know. I just hit the checkbox.
It's supposed to be up there. Oh.
He goes running out of the
Um,
room. Wait, wait, wait. I forgot something.
I'm gonna run back in real quick.
well, I can't go to there, but I can go to here. And that's 15. And I'll do it again.
Gonna do it again.
That's better. And then he'll go back 25 to there.
By the way, there's a description of the barrels that's on the other room. The barrels from a 21-foot high pyramid with the base measuring 7 barrels on the side. Engraved on the lid of each barrel is a magical glyph that radiates an aura of abjuration magic under the scrutiny of a detect magic spell. So, before I forget to tell you guys that. Number 11, huh? Well, Marley was no longer close enough for him, but Orag is. This one's going to try to bite you. I don't know if it gets advantage or not, but I'm not giving it. Tries to bite you in the butt. It still hits. Starting to digest your left butt cheek as you take 14 points of damage. Ouch! It's digesting it already because like 5 of that was acid. Marley.
Hmm. All right.
So what do I have?
Marley's gonna part the waters and take a shot at this thing.
Part the waters. It sounds like
Part the
something you
waters,
do
yeah.
like a dirty Sanchez or a Dutch oven.
I'm
Part the
the dirty
waters.
Sanchez. Oh, okay. Yeah. Pew
Glass bottom boat.
on him is a miss, and shit.
He like eats it. He's like,
Yeah. I'm gonna start putting my bow away.
Sounds like
Chuck it
he's
on
all
the ground.
sad.
Yeah, no, don't chuck it on the ground, no.
Well, which one's got Orag? The one that's wounded there, well fed.
Yes.
All right. Well, this one's gonna.
And 11 hit me too. I don't know if that counts as getting me or not.
I'm not gonna play the who's got grappled. I'm gonna say only one can have you grappled at a time. It just seems logical, right?
Fair enough.
Okay.
But this one's gonna try to come over here and try to grapple on S. As
I use the warding flare on him since he's within 10 feet now.
oh,
See if I can't blind him.
He's coming after you next.
Take that off. Let me take that off. I drugged the wrong thing. He's got to do the save first.
Wow, you could have left it if he failed it. You would have been fine.
Yeah.
See?
He failed. And he'll be blinded for 1 round. Let me drag this onto him.
Don't even put it on him then. Oh yeah, leave it on him because he's there you go.
And the blinded.
He could be on there for longer than. Because we re-roll every round. It could be almost 2 rounds, right? 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my reaction.
All right, so he's still trying to pseudopod and get a hold of S. He reaches out with his pseudo. It's like, get off of me, you stupid sticky bun. Orak.
All right,
I got an inspiration if you need it, Ulrich.
I'm going to dump oil. Take my flask of oil and dump it on this noticeably dainty.
Oh, what do you let go of one of your weapons?
Yeah, I'm letting go of my dagger.
And where's this oil stored? It's not in your backpack.
On my pouch. No, I do have some in my backpack, but this I have 1 on my pouch.
Do you know there's a bandolier that you can store potions and oil vials on? It's from some book. I forget which one.
Yep.
I want
Comprehensive.
that.
Yeah, comprehensive equipment guide.
So give me a dump oil roll. What? I don't know.
Yep, it's right here.
Oh no. I'm sorry. My bad luck
Like-
has cursed everyone.
It like jerks and you just spill it all over the freaking good barrels of ale and you hear Dalgron. Oh no!
So it should, let me go back to this. Shouldn't matter because you can splash the oil on a creature within 5 feet of you or throw it up 20 feet. So I misread it. So I wasn't throwing it, I was just splashing it on the person within 5 feet of me. So nosebleed dainty's now covered in oil. Now
Yeah, I'm
Marley.
gonna say that you not only got it on the target, but you got it a little on you and a little over there. But yeah, okay. Because of the low roll, that's all.
Marley light this and so that is my action. And I will, since I splashed a little on me, I'll move back. Use my cunning action, disengage, and move back 5 feet. And I cannot pull my weapon out. You said it was an action, right?
Pull your weapon out? You have? Oh, yeah, to break free. Yeah. It's a strength deal. Well fed he's not as well fed as you think because he's still trying to eat you. Which he probably has advantage. No, I didn't give it to him because I didn't put it on him. Let me roll that again for advantage. Oh, he does get you. So he does chomp on your arm some more, digesting you a little. Digesting you very little. He like licks you. It sizzles a little.
I roll to see if I'm into it.
Roll an insight check. Morkel.
Well, wait, I want to see how Oreg rolls on this. Uh, Morkel will come into the room and
I'm sorry. I'll take the blame for that one too.
Yeah, I don't like this. This is a bad lick.
This is why you shouldn't invite me to be on the table
It's
ever.
really funny. Oh god. uh, Morkel will jump onto the wall and kind of scurry along the side of the wall, just out of the reach of the mimics, and then when he gets over here, decaying reach at well fed there. Oh, and miss very badly.
Like you blast one of the barrels next to it with decaying reach. You see the fungus in the barrel like starts growing real fast.
Oh yeah. That stuff's so good, guys. And then I will bonus action healing word at Oreg.
Ooh,
Give him a
nice.
little bit back.
Oreg, do you allow that?
I do.
Okay. Don't forget, you guys can transfer hit points, right? If you ever get into a crunch.
Forgot about that.
I always forget about that.
I mean, right now,
Wait, what?
believe it or not, I think that's what we should say is your 7th level increase. It went from 1d6 to 2d6 healing.
Do we have it coded anywhere?
Probably not.
Yeah, I was
Well,
wondering.
we don't remember because if it's not coded, it doesn't
Right.
exist.
If it's not on my character sheet, I don't remember it. That's totally true. S. I think it's somewhere
All
though.
right.
I remember seeing it.
So it's grappled me. Can I still attack it? I always forgot how this works. Grappling.
Yes,
Uh,
you can still
okay.
attack.
Wait,
I got inspiration if you want advantage.
does it have you
Oh, yeah.
grappled? Oh, it does have you grappled.
It does have me grappled, so I will use my inspiration.
Not the
I
one
got
you
one too.
targeted though. This one has you grappled. Oh no, he's minus
Uh,
5 feet.
oh, I see. Well, then I'll. No, I'm gonna try and finish this one off because he's low. Can I do that?
Doesn't he have your sword grappled? Isn't it
Oh,
like in his mouth? He's like,
okay. So I have to attack that one then.
No, no. I mean, mechanically, no. I'm just saying it's kind of awkward, but there will
No,
be
it's
a
fine.
disadvantage
Yeah,
attacking
I'm gonna
either
use
one
my
of them.
inspiration to negate it. So I'll just attack the one that is chomping on me.
Well,
That's
actually,
fine.
you're not going to be at disadvantage because you're only grappled. You're not restrained, so you can attack either one of them. He's got his tongue around your arm, right? And you're like, eh, but you
Oh,
can reach over there
okay.
and like hit this guy, or you can hit that guy. So it doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
just want to try and finish the one that's like looks more hurt to me.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You grab his tongue, you
Within the
pull it
number.
out a little bit longer, and you reach over there and you just start stabbing at the other one.
Okay, I'm still gonna use my
Don't forget you
inspiration
can spit too. They
because I.
can't grapple you if you
Yeah, but it's
spit.
a ranged attack, so I'd have disadvantage. Um.
Ah.
Okay, using my inspiration. Come
Plus, it's gross
on,
spitting into another person's mouth. That's just
give
gross.
me a crit. I know, right?
Well,
Who
it
would ever
depends.
do that? Nobody ever on the face of Earth. Okay. Um. That's a hit. Yay. Oh my god, 1 damage. Great. Good job.
Use
6.
mine. Get advantage again.
Can you do that? Is that a thing?
Get advantage again on the roll that
If I give
already
her,
hit.
no, on her second hit, doesn't she get two attacks?
I do.
Oh yeah, he can give you. He's like, you can do it. He yells out,
All
and
right.
you get his inspiration.
Tony Little.
You
Okay.
can do it.
And I was reading too. I was reading the fighter maneuvers. It says I can choose to use them like after I've hit. I don't have to claim it
Yes.
like before I hit. I didn't know that. So now I do. So I might do one of those so I can kill this bastard. Yeah, I'm going to
You
do
hit
that.
it. You gonna trip it?
Let me
You
pick a
gonna
maneuver. Oh, can I trip it? Yeah, I'm going to do that.
yeah. You get another D8.
Okay. Add a superiority die. Okay. So I use this.
Should be
On
an
me.
effect you put on.
Okay. All right.
Beautiful.
Then I'll just do damage real quick because he might die anyways. I might not even
Yeah,
have to
if
trip
he's
him.
dead, he's tripped as well. Nope.
Damn it, he's still alive.
Wow.
Okay.
then I
If
think
the
he's
target
got it.
is large or smaller, it makes a strength saving throw. Okay. Strength saving throw.
It's like,
Please
I
fail.
am
Yeah,
weak.
suck it,
I
suck
fall
it.
down.
Cool, I
mean-
did it.
I'm no longer restrained, right?
What? It's not dead. It still got you.
Did it make him
It's gnawing on
prone?
your butt.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's prone.
Okay. Yay! I did something.
Nice.
So the one that's got
useful.
you grappled,
Oh, I'm gonna throw some spores at him at the start of his
give
turn.
him some spore love.
I'm gonna try.
Ah, he made it.
Ah.
He closed his mouth just in time. And this one's trying to bite S with its bite. Rawr! Why does he have disadvantage? Oh, because he's blinded. Is he still blinded?
Yep.
That was for 1 round, yeah.
Yeah, so he's not blinded now. Let's see if it drops.
Right.
Isn't it until Dahlgren's turn?
Uh,
Oh, well fed. All right, he's on the ground. He just doesn't have the effect of prone on him, but he is. Oh, it says effects trip attack. Is that the same as prone?
Yeah, like on my affecting on my action tab, it says prone, but like when it went on him, it didn't include that part of
Well,
it.
he's obviously gonna get up. Whatever that is. He's gone. And he's got Orag in his mouth, so he's just gonna chew. He's just gonna,
Bite me.
yeah,
Actually, no, don't.
he's just gonna chew on your butt. He's like, rawr, 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 rawr. Eats a little
18.
bit more of Orag. Ouch! 18 point. Actually, he's like got his whole leg in his mouth. He's like, all the way up to his groin. Orag's like, get him off of me! S.
Wait, no, I just went. Okay.
Well,
I'm
don't
just
roll an
gonna
18 then.
What happened to Marley?
I'm just gonna hit this guy again. He's
I
gonna
don't know what
die.
happened to Marley. Did something happen with the initiative?
You have skip
No, I
turn
had
on you?
no. I went before you last time.
Die. Die.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Kill it.
smash this thing with your stun blades.
All right.
Oreg pulls his leg out of his mouth. It's all like his tongue is still stuck to Oreg's leg.
Yes. Now with my extra attack, I'll hit the other one. I'm not sure why I have advantage.
He's blind.
Oh, he's blind. Nice.
Because of Dalgron's bright fists.
Die. Oh, that one didn't. He's not even close to dying. Okay.
Eventually, he'll be on fire.
Morkel.
Well, not with this attack, because I'm just gonna try to decaying reach him. So. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow. You like punch him right in the nose with your decaying reach.
Ooh,
Ouch.
that's a good
25
roll.
points of damage. That's the best one yet,
Dang.
isn't it?
Double eights.
For me, yeah.
You're like, fungus is really mad that these things were pretending to be a fungus barrel.
Right? Yeah, you better not touch my fungus.
Oh, this one. See, Orak gets like out of this guy's mouth, and the one behind him's like, "Hey, you! I want to
Nom
put you
nom
in
nom.
my mouth." Nom nom nom. Totally, he dodges out of the
Nice.
way, and he. I think he's probably gonna. I think he would probably like move over here, like get a little closer, try to keep him from getting out. He's like, "You're not going anywhere. You're not fungus." Marley.
Marley snaps his fingers and points at this thing right here. He says, "Ignis modicum," and he snaps his fingers and lights the oil on fire that's like around there. And the phone is like going crazy.
Woof.
So for
So
2 turns, he'll take 5 damage.
5
Okay, so there's
damage.
the first one. Whoosh. Now it
It's
smells
like
like burnt mimic. Smell like
Burnt
bacon?
mimic.
it's still
Similar,
got
but
S in its mouth too, and S is like
kind of.
sees a flame licking up a little bit. A couple of spots on S has got oil on him.
That's an action. Bonus action would be boom. Got to do it. Healing word.
Like upcasting it, like third level
Neosporin.
healing word.
I might as well because
Because
I can do that.
you
I
never
can
know
do
when
that.
another
So
mimic might come out.
Oh no.
be good. Hey, not bad.
Wow, nice.
Yay.
Who was that for,
You're
Caesar?
in the chat.
Orag, a greater healing potion from
Oh,
Cheater in chat.
nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Caesar Cheater. Caesar
He's just
Cheater.
afraid I'm gonna transfer hit dice to him. Wounds to him. Wow.
Well,
His,
so
his healing
So
word was
that's a
better than
question.
my.
Can you do it in reverse? Can you actually take 2d6 from each other? Like when they're sleeping, right? You just come over.
My turn. All right, disengage as a cunning action. Actually, no, I don't trust. Stop it. Delete
There, start
waypoint.
over.
There we go.
There you go.
And move back. Leave
Look,
my
he looks.
rapier and
I
dagger
think he.
behind.
I think he leans back and double checks the back here, make sure there's no mimic. Kind of pats a couple of the barrels. Firing your short
Hits
bow. Oh, you hit.
for crappy damage, but
Hey, 1 point is
better
1
than
point.
5 point boink stick. And
All right,
I'm not
the
grappled.
brave. Does that mean the blinded is definitely off of him?
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, you got it.
Carrying too much.
All right. Well, since the blinded is off him, he's going to hit him with the sacred flame there. Target him. Ah, that bastard. That's the end of Dahlgren's turn there.
Well,
Not
that's the
no, it's
end
not.
of the. No, well, that's the end of the round and also the end of the game. It's 11 o'clock. We're a little over, but that's it for tonight. We're going to pick this up on
Yay.
Tuesday. We'll have Matakuri back and we'll lose Robin. So, does anyone else want to get sick
Boo.
so Robin can sub for them next week?
It's my goal to get every time I fill in for a player, I put in the journal tab Robin was here and I fill out like notes for while we were playing whatever. So it's my goal to have Robin was here on everybody's character sheets someday, like once for every person.
She leaves little love notes for
Yes,
everybody.
make my dreams come true.
I'd rather have that than acquire a dwarven cock ring.
Yeah. And the other day I put it as worn.
Oh
Oh,
no.
Warren.
Yeah, worn and two
It is-
sizes too small or too large.
Hey, thanks, Robin, for filling in. That was
Ah,
great.
thanks
Yeah,
for
I
having
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
me.
It
yeah, that
was
was fun.
great.
Always have so much fun. Thank you.
2 sizes too large for Dalgron. That's pretty funny. So, no stream. Marbani, are you running your game on Thursday?
Yes, I am, and shit's getting real weird in the
So,
Savage Worlds.
yeah, so Marbania's running Savage World on his stream, and he'll drop his contact information in right there on chat. But on Friday, normally we would be doing Empire of the Ghouls, but Matakiri is in Hawaii, so he will not be DMing, so we won't have a stream on Friday. Saturday, we are on hiatus on Rob's stream for Saturday and Sunday, All Things Fantasy Grounds talk show. So that means the next time you'll see our faces is on Tuesday, doing this again, killing the last 2 mimics.
Oh, and David Middleton Memorial Con coming up the first
Yeah, the
weekend in
February
February.
4th. Yeah, February 4th, Dave Middleton Memorial Con. There's a bunch of games going. Uh, it's by Warhorn, so it's easy enough to get on and schedule if you make a little Warhorn account. And they'll
Cool.
email you and
Yeah.
keep you posted when you're supposed to be there and all that jazz. So yeah, for our good old friend Dave who passed away from COVID, from a heart attack and COVID. So uh, we already had one. This is number 2 already for Dave. Believe it or not. I don't think it's been 2 years though, has it? 2 years? Yikes. But let's go. I want to. This is not a D&D guy or nothing, but he is one of my friends that plays the Long Dark, and he's pretty good at it. So we're just gonna go surprise him with a quick raid. And his name is the Long Dark Forever. So we're gonna go over there. If you're interested, stick around for a second as I hit the raid button here and start the
And
raid. Say goodnight to everybody. We got
Bye.
Good
6
night.
Good
seconds.
night.
Good night, everybody. Hope you guys have a great weekend.
so 2 weeks ago in the Fantasy Grounds newsletter, they said, "Hey,